What a great thumbnail, dude. Responding to the haters that waited for me to go on break. H3 show number 96. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. He turned the comments back on. Oh, God, dude. I saw clips on it. Yes. Yes. And I thought it would be really funny entertainment. I really wanted to watch it. I thought it would be really funny. But I saw some clips from it. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I saw this. I genuinely, isn't it sad that I have no idea if this is satire or not, or if this is a Photoshop or like an edit, or if this was an actual post? Outside our window, it's close, but we're safe for now, and the wind is blowing away from us. Hassan for sure, hoping the fire takes out my computer. What the fuck? Robin, thank you for the 9 months. Mika, the girl that's in the thumbnail, has been bullied off the internet. She said she's posting 2 final videos because of ad obligations, but after that she's done because of this. Yeah, I've been mutuals with Mika, and I like her content. I think her content is very fun. Let's see this really quickly. One sec.
People didn't like Jimmy Carter though because I mean at the time because he gave our work to get the Panama Canal back to the people of Panama. So he's basically sacrificed his political career to do so.
And what did we get from that exactly?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's doing something that's helping people, but
no. What did we get from it?
From giving back the Panama Canal?
Yeah, what did we get out of it?
Peace of mind that we gave the
Shut up.
people that live there.
That's why he's fucking dead and nobody cares.
He gave away the Panama Canal?
Yeah, dude, imagine all the fucking income, all the revenue.
Trump is trying to reverse that.
Well, it's a little late for that now. Now we can't just go take it back like give backs. Like,
yeah, it's not a great look, is it?
I don't think that's a possibility that he can go take the canal back.
Well, anything is possible with God.
You'd have to like do a military takeover, which would be insane. There had to be more to it than that. Just altruism. He gave it back out of respect for Panamanian sovereignty, improving U.S. Latin American relations, strategic long-term stability, negotiated treaty terms, outlined the gradual transfer of the canal, yada, 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 moral, ethical, boring, snooze. Wow. He did it for all the wrong reasons. Can you imagine a president
closing some tabs.
At any modern day situation just like giving back a fucking canal?
Whoa.
This is, I have to say, this is like the most Israel brain thing you could say. What the hell? Giving back the land? What the hell? Huh? Just say it's yours.
Can you imagine that, Dan?
I mean,
it was that long ago.
He just died like 2 days ago.
He didn't give the.
It's within living memory.
The canal away yesterday, Dan.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He's fucking 100 years old.
Uh-huh.
When did Jimmy Carter give that dang canal away? Let's see. 1978.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long fucking time.
Long enough? Long enough to let it go, you think?
No. Just imagine, bro, the revenue. Instead of $11 trillion in debt, we could be $10.5 trillion in debt, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, Ethan Klein went live 2 days ago, and he had this this stream that I thought was going to be entertaining, so I haven't watched it yet. I was waiting to stream with you guys. I even considered streaming yesterday for funsies, but I was like, no. I should get some cleaning done, finish up my spring cleaning. And he was responding to, quote, the haters that waited for me to go on break. One of the people that's in this thumbnail is Mika, friend of the channel, Mika, and she makes a lot of different types of content. She's like I think she has a PhD. I think she recently got her PhD. And she writes really good videos on a variety of topics, and they're all really well researched and really well written. And you can tell that she puts a lot of effort into making content that I want to say like matters. And she made a video on Ethan Klein called A Nuanced Conversation on H3 and Public Perception. Now, I haven't seen the video, and I haven't seen his reaction to the video, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in this video, considering that she's in the thumbnail. And what I do know is that she's been getting harassed by the H3 fans. She had H3 fans lying, saying that they found the school that I work at. I haven't worked at a school for over a year, LMFAO. I'm going to start moderating comments about this because y'all are sick and I don't have to stand for that shit. And she also said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out 2 more videos for January because I already signed the sponsor contracts like 2 months ago. So I want to fulfill them. After that, I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do. I've always said that if YouTube affects my IRL, I'm stepping away. The recent events have come very close to that as well. My socials are staying private and I'm not accepting followers because I genuinely don't care for clout and just wanted to yap online to help pay my student loans. Which, like, how lost are you where you're at the point where you're like trying to dox people because they made a video about you that was mean? Like, that's crazy, dude. That's insane. That's insane. Do you know how many people have made videos about me? I don't fucking SS Sniper Wolf them. Go ahead, make your dumb videos. That's the glory of the internet, that you can get on and say whatever shit you want to say, however much shit you want to say, and as long as you aren't threatening someone, like genuinely threatening someone or impacting someone's life in a real way, who gives a fuck? Grow up. Like, what? People are mean to you online, so now it's cool that your fans are gonna fucking dox them? Are you crazy? What the fuck? Huh? And, like, the craziest part about this too is that, like, Ethan Klein, his whole content, everything that his content revolves around, there are very few videos and streams that he's done that haven't been his bread and butter, which is making fun of people on the internet. That's what he does. That's his favorite form of content. And I think it's a form of content that a lot of people can enjoy, especially when you're targeting people who suck. I mean, I think Jay Aubrey does this really well, where he makes takedown videos on people that fucking suck. Like, I'm sorry, if you're actually like crying for Matt Gaetz and you're like, how could you make such a mean, scathing video on Matt Gaetz? You're just, so I don't really care what you have to say, right? You can make scathing videos that are mean to people that suck. And that is, I think, why a lot of people watched Ethan Klein for a while, because they thought it was funny and they thought it was cool. To do that to someone who's just like saying they don't like you at worst? Are you, what? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Revnata, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you. So let's watch it, shall we? Let's make this. What the hell? I don't want to see the chat replay. This is all this other stuff. Oh, I did see this one. I don't know if anyone has the clip. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't have the clip. But there was a clip I saw of Ethan Klein being like, trying to make things about him. And he was like, yeah, I know that AB and Lena have family in Lebanon, but, you know, Hila's very affected by this too. Do you guys know what clip I'm talking about? It was an insane clip. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was insane. Not really? What? Oh, man. I thought I saved the clip, but I guess I didn't. I'll let you guys know if I can find it. But anyways, let's go. Let's watch this one. It's actually during Mika's segment. Okay, so we'll find it. I wish I could show it to you guys before we get there because it's insane. But I'll see if I can find it. Raise the volume.
And then this other girl's, if you can believe it, even more ridiculous, I feel like. Like this dummy, Mika, who I had never heard about. I don't know who she is. She's a small
Revnata, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
commentary creator.
Yeah, and small correction, she did not wait for us to go and break. This came out like a week before it went on.
Fair enough.
Respect.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
So her video, by the way, is called ironically, a nuanced conversation on H3 and public perception.
Oh, good.
Whoa, sounds like a really thoughtful,
Actually,
analytical video.
I'm ready to watch that. That sounds interesting.
Let's take a look at Mika,
Get some nuance up in this bitch.
who's totally not here to farm clout.
Oh.
Hi everyone.
And hi everyone. And
Everyone.
let me just show you how not into clout she is. 100,000 views, not bad. 7.6 thousand likes, not bad for a 50,000 subscriber.
Oh, I linked it? Sorry. This one. Ethan wonders why more people don't center around him and his wife in discussions about Palestine.
Started hiring AB and Lena, who are Lebanese, who have been affected by a lot of these conflicts in the Middle East.
What about me? What about my wife? Like, my wife is Israeli. She's fucking affected by it too. Like, this weight she puts on. You guys are Lebanese and you are affected. You have family there.
Mm-hmm.
I also have family there.
Mm-hmm.
Ela also has family there. Like she's giving no weight. It's just like it's what the fuck.
This has like the same vibe as like, do you guys remember the 2023 Maui fires? This is like the same vibe of a multi-millionaire or close to billionaire being like, no, my 4th private home just got burned. Why doesn't anyone ever talk about me? Instead of, you know, like the natives that don't have any homes or have a small home. This is crazy. Do you know how, like, do you know the privilege you have to have family in Israel, Israel being the state most heavily funded by the United States in the Middle East, to have an iron dome, to be able to rely on America for weapons, for any military needs, for gear, and just for healthcare, for any financial needs at all. And you have the least casualties of any country in the Middle East. And when someone points out the fact that, like, hey, yeah, these Lebanese people that you have on your show, you know, they are very impacted by it because they really don't know if, like, that day they might lose their whole family in an airstrike by Israel. And then to make that about you? What the fuck? I've heard about Alina and AB repeatedly talking about how their families have had to evac and lose their longtime homes. I've heard nothing about Ila's family facing anything. And you know, like, the level of victim mentality that Ethan Klein and Ela have, if their family was injured or had to even just evacuate because of a concern or lost their homes, they wouldn't stop talking about it. That's insane. That's crazy to me. Okay. So let's get back to it. Let's actually watch the show, shall we? It sounds fucked up until you consider how Ethan is the main character. I mean, in his world, yeah. Denims, you say that you're open-minded, but you won't even consider the perspective of the oppressor. No, the country that has all of the money and currently runs the world's largest open-air prison and dictates who gets citizenship and who's allowed to leave and stay and who's allowed to use which roads or who's allowed to use water or have building materials or food or medical supplies. They're the real victims here. Okay? They're the real victims. So much for the tolerant left. Yeah. What the fuck is this tweet? Has Greta Thunberg taken her keffiyeh off to address the fires in LA yet? Or are there too many Jews living here for her to be concerned? Mike's tweet. Is there any issue that you are not pure evil on? Fucking Eve Barlow, more like Eve Fartlow.
Her channel to see what her recent other one's doing. 30,000 on the last one. And it's about Trisha Paytas. 40,000 on the one before that. 28 on the one before that. Damn, girl. You picked a good topic. Well, let's have a nuanced conversation.
Let's have a nuanced conversation.
Hi, everyone. It's me again. And today, I'm genuinely the most terrified I've ever been to ever talk about anything.
Once again, she's already making herself the victim.
How many?
She hasn't even said
10
anything.
seconds in. We're 10 seconds in.
No, but she's already setting this up like, I am so victimized by Ethan, I haven't even started the video. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking shit about somebody who is like, you know, has a reputation to responding to critics, you should be scared. I mean, especially, she does zero research in the well, not play. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Ever. And I wish that was a joke, but alas, here we are. So today we're going to be talking about H3.
You know, you didn't have to make this video.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is man with a firearm.
I was gonna say
just out of frame.
She could be a prisoner.
Yeah, holding to her head. You must make an H3 hate video.
That would make more sense potentially. I am so scared. I so don't want to make this video. This is the last thing I want to do. But I have to do it.
I have to.
It's
I have
too
to be
important.
brave. I shouldn't be phobic. I'm phobic.
It's too important for me to regurgitate half-baked things and do no research.
And I'm just going to talk about...
It's so insane to tell this to a PhD holder. Like, that's a crazy statement to say to someone who's actively holding a PhD. Like, that's... Do you know how much rigorous research you have to do? How much work goes into, like, being a PhD student? Like, she is way smarter than you, dude. She's probably way smarter than most people in here. Just, like, book smart-wise. And to be like, oh, you didn't do any research at all. Or she has a master's. I know she was studying for a PhD. Or she was a PhD student. Oh my God, dude. My
feelings, my thoughts, the complexities, where I've been. Maybe I felt like I've been too complacent in certain things. I felt like I
got my PhD in criminological science. It took me 7 years with 5 years of direct research. That's crazy.
You know, maybe run a little bit too much defense, and where my thoughts are now, and kind of my perception on the general audience perception, how things have changed. And yeah, everything's looking good. I look pale as hell. I think my makeup looks like Doki.
I didn't want to say it. I'm just kidding.
Nah, that's pretty eyeshadow.
I didn't really even. I didn't.
No, her
Fine.
makeup's... Yeah,
It's a nice
I'm just
color.
kidding. I'm making a joke about her self-deprecation.
Yeah.
She looks great. And that's not my criticism.
Totally.
She's very dumb. And she's not nuanced. And she's horrible at doing these videos.
Yeah.
But
Terrible
she looks
communicator.
great. She looks great. Love her glasses too.
I don't have a lot of notes. I just finished work. Also, obviously, because everything has to be good. These are my little, very short, just like one page.
So here she says, again, nuanced conversation about Ethan Klein. I have almost no notes, and I did no preparation.
Little iPad note moment.
Also, here's a page full of notes. What
and
does
thi-
she mean she has no notes and then holds up a fucking notepad full of notes? What's she talking about?
She leans on this throughout the videos. Like,
Wait, I want to hear what she said. Wait.
These are my little, very short, just like one page.
So here she says, again, nuanced conversation about Ethan Klein. I have almost no notes, and I did no preparation.
What? She just is showing what she's actively reading off of. She didn't say she has no notes. She said very short. Do you know how much research you have to put in to get a page that short? I'm sorry. Has Ethan Klein never had a cheat sheet allowed in an exam before? Everyone here probably has. Maybe a handful haven't. I don't know. Also, like Europeans, if that's a thing that you guys do or not. But for anyone who has had an exam that you're allowed to have open notes for, it takes hours to fill the page with the most important stuff for that class's final. It's taken me tens of hours to go through the entire textbook and be like, oh, I might forget this. You know, I really need this. I need to not forget this equation. This is really important. To condense everything into a simple cheat sheet. This is before ChatGPT and every exam was online, okay? I'm sorry. This is back in the boomer days, all right?
Little iPad note moment.
Also, here's a page full of notes. What
and
does
thi-
she mean she has no notes and then holds up a
She
fucking
didn't say no notes. She said she has a short notes, and that was pretty short.
notepad full of notes? What's
this
she
is
talking about?
She leans on this throughout the videos. Like, she says something outrageous, and then it's like, oh no, this. But keep in mind that might be wrong. This is just a conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually have no clue.
Which goes against the beginning of this video.
Right. Exactly.
This is a nuanced take.
It's just a conversation.
Maybe I'm petty, chat, but like, this is why I like to do the content that I do. I like to do important news stuff, which is why we do cover important news stuff. But I also like to do this type of content, which is more, I do it more for fun. I do it for pleasure, not business. And this is exclusively because I don't think it's fair that the Ethan Kleins of the world, the pieces of shit of the world, who use their platform in a way that just like maximizes harm, I don't think it's fair that they get to have all the fun bullying people. Someone needs to bully these people, okay? Someone should bully these people back, okay? All right, I do think covering important news is worthwhile, and participating in fundraisers and helping raise money for, any variety of groups that have been impacted by just the world fucking sucking is all important and good. But I also want to do slop that lets me make fun of people who no one makes fun of, or not enough people make fun of them.
She's like a modern day Martin Luther opposing the church. This is
She's risking
This is
it
her,
all.
this is her
Taking the letter
opus,
up.
man. This is her life's work.
yeah.
Yeah.
So pray for me, I guess, in advance. Links.
Well, listen, again, you didn't have to make this.
Prayers up.
Nobody's praying for you, lady.
I'll pray her. I'll send her a little prayer.
I'll send you a prayer, all right? Yeah, I'll fucking send you a prayer. Whatever that means.
It's
Which-
almost
which-
as if she knows something's wrong about making this video.
Yeah, exactly. She's uneasy because she's talking shit about somebody who's probably going to respond to her, and she's scared. And like, that's justifiable fear because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Risk.
You know, this point holds when you make fun of people like Logan Paul, for example, or Mr. Beast. It's not, I don't mean to terrify anyone here. It's actually not wrong to make fun of people like Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or Jake Paul. You can make fun of them. However, their audience probably will harass you. Good example, Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, she did deserve to get made fun of for saying that her cousin's nephew's balls expanded because of the vaccine. That is objectively like hilarious, and you should get made fun of if you tweet something that stupid. It's just correct. Does that mean that you're scared to say that because you know that you're wrong. No, you're scared to say that because Barbs will fucking find your ass and kill you in Minecraft. That's why you're afraid to say that, dude. Hello?
Reward.
Channel, all that kind of stuff, all down below, including the link.
But again, no matter what I say, it doesn't matter because they win no matter what.
What the fuck are you saying? Have you not seen the Nicki Minaj balls tweet? Do you not know?
She probably got a ton of subs. Pull up her social blade. I bet she got a ton of subs. She got a ton of attention for it. And by the way, it's objectively a terrible video.
Okay, just play the video so we can see it.
It's virtually everything wrong. It's not researched. It's not well thought out. Nothing she says is backed up. Everything she says is hedged. It's a terrible video. And somehow, you know, people come, they sub, they support her. And no matter what I say on this episode, those people are still going to be like, yeah, girl, you got him. And now she got new subs, you know.
To my wonderful, beautiful patrons and members. Names on the screen. Also, while I'm at it, because, you know, this might be the end of my days anyway, I'm about to hit 50,000 subscribers. So if you could be so kind as to perhaps participate in such
I
event.
wonder if this video has anything to do with that. She wants a little boost to hit that 50K, huh?
Content creators want to grow their channels. I'm losing. It's over. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is insane to me. I've never seen this before. This is really insane. I'm glad that we have Detective Ethan Klein on the case. Ethan Klein doesn't understand growth in channels because he hasn't grown in 2 years.
A little interesting timing. Let's check her social blade since she put out the Nuance video about me.
That'd be really sick. That'd be really nice of you.
Is that,
yeah.
Let's see. This is
I never ever bring that up.
Oh my God, that's her biggest day.
I think it's weird. I think even being called.
My favorite part is the dude just hating before she's even said a single thing. Yeah.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
Oh my God, you guys, she had like such a, this has to be it, right? It's from December 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was December like.
And also, yeah, famously, Ethan Klein has never talked about popular people in media to grow his channel.
If there's something at the video.
Let's see, 3 weeks ago, December 11th, yeah.
11th.
Oh my God, you had your biggest day ever, girl.
Sorry, this chatter, he didn't respond to the Nicki Minaj balls comment, but that's okay. You're doing the same, LOL. Yes. Yes. I do content for a living. Yes, I make money on the internet talking about things that I think are funny. Yes. I just said all content creators do this. What? I'm just saying, yeah, I'm also included in that group. Yes. So if you would like to support the channel, this is a good opportunity to support the channel. If you like me making fun of people like Ethan Klein, you can throw down some gift subs. You can support the channel. Let me do this shit. Let me say my shit, man. Let me make fun of some people who don't get to get made fun of enough, dude. Yeah, let me top of the hour you. Yeah. You can't hate on? I'm not hating on it. I'm pointing out his hypocrisy in his comment. I'm saying he's making fun of her for doing something that every content creator does. I'm not the one hating. He's the one hating in this video. And I'm pointing out his hypocrisy in being a hater. All right, let's continue.
I'm so proud of you. Who could have ever seen that coming?
I'm excited. I haven't watched this yet. It's one of the few times on
It's
the show I
very
haven't
bad.
watched something first. Yeah.
Most views, most subs.
Can we watch the video? Is this how you guys feel when I don't watch the video? I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm changing. New Year's resolution, I'm gonna start playing the fucking video. All right? I'm gonna start playing the fucking video because this is I hate this. I hate this. I'm gonna punch my monitor. I'm being edged like crazy, dude. Oh my God. Data Man, thank you for the gift sub. Frick Tolerant, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you. Langium, thank you for the prime. Damn. I just got a guy. I got got a lurker. That comment was so real. I got a fucking lurker out just to say, yeah. This guy's been around since August. And he's like, yes, actually. Fucking play the video. Christ.
Fuck yeah. Well, let's see if it was worth it. We'll see.
Content creator's weird, especially because I work a people job. People job.
Thanks,
yeah, as if I'm not a
man.
person. But anyway, you know what I mean. So yeah. Participate in the student loan paying trade. 'Cause that's where we're
All right,
at.
your video's already fucking boring me. Get on with it.
Dude,
Now,
we have
not
a
at all.
while
I don't. So,
before she gets to it.
Star once said,
Oh, it is
There's a
timestamped
couple
in the
things.
doc if you want to
I
skip,
have
but
sort of like a layout of
Okay,
my.
hold on. I thought maybe I started from a different area. Disclaimers. Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm telling you, it goes.
What do you mean you started from a different... You started in the middle of her video? Raygun, thank you for the 100 bits. Old Thumb, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Lunat, thank you for the 14 months. Steiner Special, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Cash Sky, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Thank you.
Goes for a while.
6
before-
minutes of this. Here's disclaimer. Here's conversation. Okay, let's start with conversation.
Oh,
There's some sideline talk going on over here.
Is it something?
We're
there's
just,
a moment that
before you skip the disclaimers, I think that there's a
There's a good
moment that we
there.
don't want to miss in the disclaimers. Yeah, it's at the 408 if you want. If you don't want to sit through 6 minutes of disclaimers.
I feel like to her, the disclaimer is like a TOS. If you're going to watch and react to this video, keep in mind this and this and this and this. So she's like pre-planning her
I
argument.
didn't say the name of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't
Shit
say the
like
name of the
that.
show.
It's
They
like,
can't.
I wasn't prepared. I've been working all week. I didn't do any notes.
Look, by
Except
the
I
way,
hit.
look at this. Adam McIntyre, this fucking little rat, made a 47-minute video based on my Instagram story. I responded one story.
To be fair, he did say that if she made a video, you have a right to say something.
He said that in 47 minutes?
Ethan,
He just watched her video.
Ethan, we just talked for like an hour and a half about a guy's like 2-minute TikTok.
Dude,
I'm just saying, he's juicing. Like I can't hold that against the guy.
No. Hold on, Dan.
no.
Where's what I said about her? It was almost like and her too. That's all I said.
You called her a dummy.
Yeah, well, she is.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Kind of true.
Okay, 47 minutes. You're right. It's warranted for one story.
Just saying.
Like, what do you even
Glass
say?
houses.
But what do you even say? No, this isn't glass house situation. I watched a ton of TikToks. I watched like 5 minutes of video. What do you say about like one short thing of text?
It is pretty amazing, and not just Adam, but a lot of T channels, just in general, just how they're able to make such a long video out of so little.
like
They're
47?
not even being an asshole and saying that it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay.
you can make
Yeah.
45 minutes of content
Okay.
out of that. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Like
In fact, that's low. We could turn an Instagram story into like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, these people see blood in the water and they come like fiending. It's like, oh, an Instagram post, boom, ad revenue. Hell yeah. They need that shit.
One day for fun, you should just post like a black and pink thing on your story, just something random, and see how many videos come out of that.
Black. Oh, you mean like
Like
frenemy
frenemies
shit? Oh
type
god,
thing.
yeah. There would be a lot. Yeah, there would be a lot. Anyway, these people are so dumb, and they're just so fucking like banded together. Like, girl, I got you against Ethan. He's so cruel. You're so brave. It's an idiot.
Here,
I'm literally...
I have.
So wait, what
I'm literally just waiting for them to fucking play the video. dude.
what was the one you wanted me to watch? She says she's. Oh God, this is good. She's trying very hard to prove to us that she's not anti-Semitic, which
such, I'm
from the beginning makes me sus. But
not
here,
gonna-
listen to this.
that has all of the different colonialism essays in it. But as such, I'm not going to dive super, super deep into the politics specifically. I've also vouched for Jewish people in my videos. I've talked about
God.
how a lot of
You vouch for Jewish people? That's so nice of you.
Why
I
is
can't
there
believe
a
that you would
jump cut
stick your
there,
neck
too?
out for Jewish people on your channel. That is so brave, girl. We know you don't hate Jews. You stood up for that one of them sometime somewhere.
There's
conspiracy.
the sussiest jump cut there too, right before she says Jewish.
What
Makes it look like she said
fucking
something.
brain dead comment.
into the politics specific.
I love that he always coughs directly into the mic. Yeah, it's really good. I like it too. Postmortem Neon. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you.
Preamble? Bringing up Balatro on another window. We can maximize our collective ADHD and autism to push through this insufferable butthole.
The temptation. The temptation to Balatro right now is crazy, dude. Unique Beast, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you. Thank you. Also, Joel, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Specifically.
And once again, remind y'all, people watch this and we're like, I'm subbing. This is good shit.
I've also vouched for Jewish people.
Yeah, what was that?
She dropped
She cut straight up to Jewish people.
She said the K word. She's like, nah, I gotta change
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta change that.
I'm vouched for Jewish people.
I do get anti-Semitic vibes, and I know people laugh when I say that, but I'll show you. There's a lot here.
There's another part that
it's very
like,
uncomfortable.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
My videos, I've talked about how a lot of conspiracies lead to or fringe conspiracies lead to anti-Semitism.
Yeah,
I talked
thank
about
you,
detail
girl. Thank you so much. You're saying we didn't do 9/11?
Yeah.
She says we didn't do 9/11. Thank you for sticking your neck out for us, girl. I've stuck in my neck out for dumb idiots before, so I'm not going to claim to be your hero.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I've stuck my neck out for pathetic loser morons before. You know.
She's Oscar Schindler, dude.
Yeah, exactly. We got to build her a statue in Israel.
I vouched for Jewish people when I was in Dearborn, by the way.
Oh, nice.
That's my boy.
I was like, they're great people.
Wow.
That's my boy right there. Give it up. You make Mika proud.
We said she's holding space for Jewish people.
Yeah, let's hold. Thank you.
Nerd City and discussing how he kind of leaned into the New World Order. I've discussed.
He leaned into New World Order. I'm sorry. Are you implying that inherently has something to do with Jews?
Huh? Yes. Yes, most conspiracy theories end with Jewish people control the world, and that's why most leftists push against most conspiracy theories. That's not like her implying because she's anti-Semitic. That's her stating the fact that is anti-Semitic propaganda, and most conspiracy theories are anti-Semitic propaganda. That's why the lizard people thing, that's why that went from funny to sad. That's why the space lasers went from funny to sad. That's like 90% of the reason why I can't even endorse half the funny conspiracy theories I like. It's because they all fucking end in anti-Semitism. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Why can't we just have like a funny meme where like there are aliens? Why does it have to be it's not about the Jews. I promise it's not. I promise it's not about Jewish people. But every single conspiracy theory ends there. So actually, yeah. I feel like her video is mostly just summarizing things that have happened. I don't know why Ethan is pissed. Because he has a huge ego and he doesn't like when people are mean to him. Naomi, thank you for the 5 gift subs. K-Dog, thank you for the 100 bits for the upcoming Suskin. I need to get it. Thank you. At least when you don't watch the video, it's to have a conversation. When Ethan Klein doesn't watch the video, it's just to be cringe piece of shit. He's grasping at straws to send his deranged dumbass fans after her by acting offended when he's just mad. I don't even understand. Skip Descend, thank you for the 6 months. And also thank you for the 2 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Unique Beast, thank you for the 11 months. Does he not use a pop filter? I have no fucking idea, dude. His entire stream is just brutal.
Also,
what was she going for there?
Why even mention that?
I gotta wrap my head around that.
Why
She
even
says-
mention that?
No, she says, I talked about Nerd City doing conspiracies about World New Order. Not mentioning Jews. She's implying that Jews are intrinsically part of the New World Order conspiracy theory.
Well,
But she stands up for
She might be talking about
right about that.
debunking.
Yeah, she's not saying she supports it.
Yeah,
but
she's saying
I like how Dan literally is like, no, but that's true. That is what the conspiracy theory means. That is actually true. That is where the conspiracy theory ends. That's not her being anti-Semitic, you fucking dipshit. That's her pointing out that the conspiracy theory is anti-Semitic.
she's actively
Yeah,
against.
she vouched against
I
it.
misinterpreted.
But I don't think that those are intrinsically linked.
for example, Nerd City, and discussing how he kind of leaned into the New World Order. I've discussed.
You don't need to fucking put a disclaimer just because you're talking about a Jewish person. Like,
right, that's what I was going to say.
What are you doing?
She's like, I vouched for Jewish people, but today I won't.
Yeah, today.
Wait, but she does because you accuse everyone that attacks you of being anti-Semitic, you fucking idiot. It's not that every time she talks about a Jewish person, she talks about how nice she is to Jewish people. It's that you literally accuse every single person that goes after you of anti-Semitism. You think anyone that makes any comments about you is anti-Semitic. That's why she's doing it.
Today I'm going to change my... I care about Jewish people. I'm going to do zero research and totally mischaracterize and shit on this guy for the Jews.
It was quite recent. I'm trying to remember who I was making a video on because this is not really scripted. So who was I talking about that?
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
So that those conspiracy theories were coming up.
So
you can cut this part. This is an edited video.
Exactly. She's been cutting.
She's like, oh, this is unscripted, by the way. Anyway, so this is a nuanced conversation. Who is it I was trying to...
Unscripted just means that she didn't have a script that she read off of on like a teleprompter. It doesn't mean that the video isn't edited. What?
Think of...
It's based on what they told me.
Why are you even leaving that in? 45 minutes?
So trying to edit this very minimally because I want this to be a conversation.
Good. That's another good way of sidestepping any responsibility. It's just a conversation.
Let's have a conversation.
I say let the conversation begin.
Conversation begin.
2025 got me already heated from our first fucking day back, man. I'm telling you though, these checks are no longer cashing. That's been my thing and it will continue to be my thing.
Was I talking about
Well, that's actually not true. They cashed in, but I'm going to respond anyway.
Jeffree Star, of course. Jeffree Star talking about the Illuminati and the elites in Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. And I brought in the fact that usually that's implicit of anti-Semitic stereotypes. I've talked about education and the importance of not falling into those things as a result, and the red pill movement and its links to anti-Semitism and its links to Islamophobia a lot of the time too.
I eat bagels every Sunday morning.
I love Casey Neistat videos.
Young Frankenstein, one of the funniest comedies of all time.
Fantastic.
Airplane.
Oh, come on.
Naked Gun.
I even know a Jewish guy.
Happy Gilmore. I mean,
oh my God.
I think I went to school with one.
To a certain degree, anti-religious sentiment as an act of evil and vice versa to as in a weaponization of religion. So I just want that to be a clear stance here. Operation Olive Branch, Master Doc, also linked down below, actually, now that I bring that up. I just know that because I have such
What it was all, is that an anti-Semitic olive branch? What is that?
Olive branch?
Yeah, what is Operation Olive Branch?
Oh, olive branch is just a symbol of peace.
Oh, sounds anti-Semitic.
The jokes aren't even funny, dude. Fuck. Naomi, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Tess, thank you for the 2 years. Thank you.
It's not.
That might be a stretch, Zach.
But I've got you. I got you. But it's not. It's a very Israeli, Middle Eastern symbol, the olive branch.
Yeah.
You never know.
Very
that actually is what it is.
I think she
it's a
should have.
nonprofit.
She should have split up her timestamps. She should have did disclaimers and then like I'm not anti-Semitic timestamp because this is a long one.
Yeah. This is a big disclaimer right here, girl.
Forward and
blah 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 blah. All right, let's get to the conversation.
I have the lineup of how I think this started from the inception of the podcast to now. So this will be, I guess, a chapter. I'll talk now. I have my disclaimer.
By the way, you'll realize after watching this that she's also been a longtime fan. That somehow now thinks everything I've done.
From what I could tell, like a day one fan.
Yeah.
I like how anyone who's ever enjoyed any of Ethan Klein's content after he's been on the internet for a decade, which is like, it's honestly, if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, it's pretty unlikely that you've gone this long without seeing one Ethan Klein video or even just like knowing who he is. And I like how anyone who's watched any of his content ever is a longtime fan that's been there since day one. Day one. Day one. I'm Jewish, raised Jewish, been to Palestine, the whole nine. I know that things that aren't anti-Semitic, I know that calling things that aren't anti-Semitism anti-Semitic is part of our humor to some degree, but when you mix Israeli propaganda being propagated in the media along with people's ridiculous inability to know when to joke about shit has created a shitstorm where all conspiracy theories point to Jewish people now. Hot take is that we sort of did this to ourselves and it kind of weaponized, and it is weaponized to justify genocide. I do think that there are a lot of Israeli politicians like Bibi that do weaponize the Holocaust as a way to say that there's no way that they could be doing a genocide. I think that the people who hold positions of power in the state of Israel do that a lot. And it makes it so that it's impossible to talk about the fact that the state of Israel, regardless of who lives in the state of Israel, is the state of Israel is committing a genocide.
She tries to act like she was just like randomly there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so weird because she keeps getting such like basic things wrong, and she's a big fan. It's so confusing to me.
She's just a liar.
It
Just like
may
everyone
be
else.
exactly, maybe.
They're just lying.
Yeah.
That's it.
Politics and then whatever. Okay. And if people think that I'm weak in that regard as well, I understand, honestly.
What?
And I also have like a
The thing is like she's hedging super fucking hard because even though she opened this video saying she's so terrified to make this video because of you, the reality is what she's actually afraid of is her fellow snarkers, because they are the first ones that are going to turn on
True.
her and bite her fucking head off for not going hard enough or focusing on the right things or
running
whatever.
defense for E star.
Yeah. And she might not even realize it, but
AM.
that is what you're doing. None of these disclaimers were in any way a prevention of, you know, our fans or your fans coming after her.
True.
She is deathly afraid of all the other idiots
She should
that
be.
she hangs out with.
Those people are fucking piranhas.
I guess you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
my mental health is very silly. But again, I just want to be honest, right? I have a pretty intense anxiety disorder.
Here we go with more fucking hedging. What the fuck? She's so scared. She has anxiety. Then get off the internet. If you have anxiety, just go off the internet.
Yes, this is not healthy
You
for someone
didn't
with a
need to
severe
make this
anxiety
video.
disorder. You should not be a YouTuber.
Damn.
And
shut up. It's not my problem. I don't care, okay?
Wait, going back on a topic really quickly, Matt Lieb on the feed I have to watch.
One of the things I really enjoy is the way in which you don't otherize anti-Semitism as apart from other types of racism. It is the worst type of racism, is the way it's being described. And therefore, anything is justified in stamping it out.
Including completely enacting every single one of its core stereotypes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like whoever we have to become in order to defeat the anti-Semites, including the anti-Semites' most feverish fever dream of us.
You know, this question around the exceptionalism of anti-Semitism. I mean, every hatred is different. You know, every hatred has its own texture. It has its own tropes. It has every hatred is different. But this idea that there's something extra special, right, about Jew hatred that is completely primordial, right? It will always be. It's this incredibly pessimistic. You know, I think it would be called Judeo-pessimistic. You know, it is the argument for Zionism, right? It is because if it's like other hatreds, then it can be covered by the UN Declaration, you know, on human rights. I mean, it can be governed by a universalism, right, which is supposed to address all the forms of hatred, right? And
doesn't pretend that someday it's going to wipe any of them out, but we can find ways to minimize the harms,
exactly,
and, you know, and that no one group ever gets to, no one minority group ever gets to not face
There's no
consequences.
curing.
There's
There's no
exactly.
curing that.
And so I think that like you're saying, this specialness of anti-Semitism, right, and needing its own definitions, but not just needing its own definitions, needing its own country, needing its own special laws.
Yes.
So much so that in protecting that all of those exceptions, it's willing to bring down the entire international architecture of universal human rights, right?
Right.
Which is where we are right now, and it's that incredibly unhinged moment.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. This chatter. Are you scared Ethan's video will ruin your career? Are you worried that you will be banned after Ethan's video comes out? It seems likely. Socially conservative Dan. Why don't you ignore Ethan instead of fostering an unhealthy parasocial relationship? You know, you don't have to do tricks on it, man. You don't have to do tricks on it. No one is making you do that, just so you know, man. You can stop at any time. It's crazy to show up to someone else's stream who's having a good time hanging out with their homies, laughing about some other guy spiraling out of control, and then accuse them of being parasocial. I need you to look into a mirror. I need you to look at a mirror. Really take a good look, okay? Because that's crazy, dude. That's crazy, man. Oh, fuck. Me, who's defending the honor of a YouTuber in a chat room. Why are you being parasocial? Why would I ignore him when it's so much funnier to make fun of him, huh? I do things that make me happy and give me joy and are funny to do. And this is all of those things, okay? So yes, I will keep doing it, actually. And no, I will not stop. No, I will not.
Just say what you want. Holy fuck.
She gives like 50 reasons to not make this video and still fucking makes it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a full terms of service.
That's actually what was on the paper. Reasons why not to make this video.
Pros,
Genghis Gamble? What the hell is that, Bert Cobain?
cons.
Yeah.
The pros probably are pretty heavy,
Pros,
though.
views.
Yeah, views and subs.
Somebody said she's point phobic. Get to it.
I think that makes Ethan's rant so far so infuriating. It's that he keeps talking about how he doesn't care, but he's the one who decided to watch the video. Just like she could have just not made the video, he could have not watched it. Yeah. Yes. It is weird to like accuse someone else, or not accuse someone else, but like tell someone, you don't have to make your video, you don't have to make your video, you don't have to make your video, and be so triggered about it, and then be like, well, obviously I have to watch it.
True. Like that.
The only time I've contemplated quitting the internet with like certainty was in reference to discussing Ethan Klein before.
I have no idea who you are.
And
Apparently, her talking about me made her want to quit the internet. I've never heard of you. I don't know anything about you. I've never talked about you. If it made you want to quit the internet, maybe your intuition was right.
So we couldn't find a video of her talking about you previously, but I remember that one girl who was always tweeting about you was Mika on Twitter. Her name was Mika, the one you called out before.
Oh, no, there's no shot that was her.
Yeah, I think it's just a coincidence.
That girl is...
Yeah,
that girl is crazy, but she's kind of like clever and funny, and even though she's like also psychotic, she's neither of those things.
Yeah,
we saw one video you were in, but it was more speaking in good light.
Maybe that's why she's so traumatized.
Yeah, she was wearing Teddy Fresh in the one that.
Oh, so she's traumatized because people were shitting on her for being supportive of me.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
It was from several years ago, though, right?
It was from the.
I think it was before the current wave.
Debate about the steak.
Yeah, I was with the XQC.
Oh,
right. You were talking about the XQC thing.
Yeah, there's no problem there.
Yeah.
And I was treated in a way that maybe allegedly in Minecraft could be considered harassment
By who? Not even our fans, probably. By fucking people that hate me.
Because they were making an account where they were dedicated to like saying all this stuff about me and how evil I am. And then they were DMing people that I'd worked with on other videos that I was this horrible, evil, morally corrupt individual and all this stuff.
I think she's lying. I'll say it. I think she's straight up lying about that. I don't fucking believe a thing she says. Not that it matters, because I didn't do any of that. I didn't even know you exist, lady.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, give me another 1,000 reasons why you're so scared to make this video. Jesus.
Chat corrected me. That was Misha, not Mika.
Oh, Misha. There you go.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
Let me talk about the inception of the podcast. It was not responded to well for a long time. And this has been discussed by many different videos at length.
This has been exhaustively covered by tons of other essayists. Anyway, so here's what they all had to say.
Yeah.
Including, so I was watching. I always know.
Oh my God.
I love how she looks up and laughs like she's thinking about moments in her life.
There are places I remember.
Oh, that I'm right when I have the opposite opinion of Nicholas DiOrio, because I was.
Nick's my boy now. You guys know about that. Nick's my #1 supporter.
He's literally in chat.
He is?
I think I saw him in chat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is he in chat usually or just today?
No, I've never
I
seen him
think we
before.
saw it today because he renewed his.
Nicky, my
sub, I
boy.
think.
He said this is the best stream ever, just a couple minutes ago.
Nick, you got such a good head on your shoulders, buddy. And I have always agreed, and I have always appreciated your takes. Maybe X. I don't know. I can't vouch for all your takes, but since you.
Dude, I feel like my stream is kind of like a mess most of the time, because I get on and I'm like, well, what are we talking about today? And I kind of just do whatever I feel like doing. I try and make an entertaining stream that most people enjoy, or that at least you guys will enjoy, and have fun with it. But I still I'm very critical of my stream, and I always want it to be better, and I'm always trying to make it better. And I appreciate anyone who sends emails or messages with advice about stuff. But I look at my stream and I'm like, wow, I could really work on this. I could really work on this. I could really work on this. And somehow what I'm watching is worse. Do you know anyone who's ever had to listen to themselves, anyone who's ever had to listen to a voice recording of yourself, or has had to watch a video of yourself and you're just watching it and you're like cringing the whole time? It takes a lot for something to be worse than you watching yourself. And apparently this is the bar. Just like pausing every 2 seconds to make fun of someone before they even get to talk about their points, or why they think that like you're a bad person, Ethan Klein. Like this, how is this worse than me watching my own content? That's crazy, dude. That's insane.
Started liking me.
Right.
Yeah, damn, I don't have an X button.
We've been dogs. Yeah, but I mean, Nick, to be fair, this dunking on her is like dunking on like a 1-foot basket. You know what I mean? It's like my kids could dunk on her.
How many minutes are we into the Ethan clip you're playing? So we know how many minutes Ethan spent per minute Mika has gotten to speak. We started at 1:58. It's been 20 minutes, and I think they've gotten through like 2 minutes of her video.
All right.
Oh, he's
Watching
condemning you.
Ethan.
What?
He's condemning you.
Oh, no.
I sent his message.
I take
in
it
there.
back. Whatever I said. No, don't be
He
angry at
says,
me.
I condemn Ethan for sharing prolapse assholes.
Oh, God. That's part of this video.
Oh, great.
That's one of her main criticisms of me is that
Oh,
the
I didn't even
prolapse
know.
thing.
No.
How lovely.
Yeah.
Klein's video or the H3 podcast episode about, and I haven't watched it in like a year, so this was like.
Thanks, little crack baby. Imagine pausing so much that Denims complains about the pausing. It's bad if I'm complaining about it, dude. It's fucking bad. Dragon Army, thank you for the 40 months. Thanks.
Shocking to see
So you
these
don't know
like
anything.
vast differences, different setup, different show, everything like that.
Literally the same. The same show,
Yeah,
same people, same jokes. Well, new jokes. Always fresh, always funny.
Sure.
chatting in about Dan Clancy or whatever, like the CEO of Twitch, and being
Okay, well, maybe not, but maybe like I don't know if that's true.
Definitely not.
You can't.
That wasn't even. Hold on. That,
Dude, it's so crazy that like
Ethan is always on camera. How can he avoid showing a prolapsed asshole KKW?
stop. Oh my God. Ethan Klein is in like the group of people that says you shouldn't overuse words because then they lose meaning. You shouldn't just call everyone a Nazi because it loses meaning. You shouldn't just say anything's anti-Semitic because then it loses meaning. Just like calls Dan Clancy. It's like, what happened to your values, man? What happened to your morals? But like, you can criticize, I think, Dan Clancy for a lot of things, mostly related to like, you know, him being a CEO and, you know, Twitch's ban policies being seemingly random. What the hell? That's crazy, dude. That's insane.
that wasn't even what the accusation.
You're gonna be the one.
Do you not remember?
No. I'm saying I don't know. But Dan, you can't say in good conscience that you know for sure he's not a.
I can definitely say that he is. What I can say.
I didn't say he is.
Yes, you did.
I said. All I said is, I don't know for sure. Can we check the flight logs for Dan?
He is a creep. He's a certified creep. That we publicly.
Well, that's evidence.
know. Right? Yeah. So we could just probably leave it at that. Right.
Well, Tall Skeleton actually zoomed in.
What's
to,
provable in a court of law?
Her photos in the background. Did you guys
You
notice
telling
this?
me this guy?
I'm telling you that guy is a creep based off of what I've seen.
Would you let
I don't
him
know
babysit
anything.
your kids?
I don't know any. Well, no, I wouldn't let him do anything.
Would you let him
because
watch
he's a
your
creep.
newborn?
He would
Not because I
hold that
necessarily
dude.
do anything to it, but because I don't think that he's a very good person.
You ignorant.
This has to be grounds for defamation, dude. It's crazy for Ethan Klein to be doing this shit. Is he really like Ethan? Been watching since 2014. It's really sad to see how bad faith that he's gotten. It's sad how often I see this sentiment. Like how many people used to watch his show and just are like, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with him now.
I got a lot to say about Danny Boy in my video.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully not that.
In your
No, I don't. No, not that.
Okay.
No. I'm kidding, guys. It's very obvious. I'm kidding. This is not.
Well, I'm
a
trying to
serious
make
thing.
that obvious.
It's
I'm trying to make that very obvious.
I did.
right
I said
now.
I don't know. I don't know if he's a. But Dan, you can't say you don't know.
I can say that I wouldn't comment on whether he is or not because I have no evidence one way or the other. What I do know is that he
You're
creeps on
agnostic.
young women.
You're agnostic about it.
I know that
which
he
means
creep-
you're open.
He creeps.
Reused fanboy thing for 2 months. New dark thing for 23 months. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, oops. Ignore that. I don't know what that was.
Is.
It's
I'm trying to
satire.
make that very obvious.
I did.
right
I said
now.
I don't know. I don't know if he's. But Dan, you can't say you don't know.
I can say that I wouldn't comment on whether he is or not because I have no evidence one way or the other. What I do know is that he
You're
creeps on
agnostic.
young women.
You're agnostic about it.
I know that
which
he
means
creep-
you're open.
He creeps on young women that are far too young for him. That is
Based on his home feed, because
Based
that
off of
actually
his
that
feed.
might be defamatory too, Dan. You need to clarify.
You were a little
I don't
direct
know.
on that one.
Is that what
Peace and love.
I saw his algorithm. That's all I'm saying. On multiple occasions.
Yeah, I mean he's the one that wrote the damn thing. Probably
Mm-hmm.
not, but also he's the CEO. Yes, Zach.
I sent an image. Tall Skeleton zoomed in to her background.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got?
Let me see. Oh, so hold on. We're enhancing. Oh my God, lady! I've not seen Jewish fetishism like this since Trisha Paytas. Larry David, Seinfeld, Cantor's Deli. Are you freaking kidding me? Schindler's List. Girl, you are not Schindler. Ugh.
great.
I've never met anyone with a Schindler List movie poster.
That's a pretty wild poster.
That's insane, dude.
Seinfeld had a
Now we're just making jokes about a photoshopped image of her background.
great episode about Schindler's List.
Yeah, it's funny. I watched that
Making
one
out.
last night.
Did all the normal people leave this show and only the yes men are left? These guys offer little pushback sparring match to get him to back down.
Oh, yeah.
Making out during Schindler's List.
The raincoats. That's a great episode.
Casey's Jewish, of course. Here's Trisha in the IDF uniform.
That was just cosplay, though.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Being like, oh, Ethan's gonna get all the tankies. So, but I was like, man, when I'm watching it and I'm having trouble getting through it, because
What?
Get your thoughts together. For God's sake.
This by nuance.
What are you?
What does she mean by nuanced?
Well, we have
more like nunce. Oh, that means in British English, doesn't it? Nunce.
I think it's nonce. Right?
Nonce, yeah.
More nuance, more like nonce. Not her. She's not.
Yeah, of course.
I just dovetailing on the Dan Clancy jokes.
I don't know. Is this reach?
No, it's not a good joke, but we explore all possibilities here on this show, Dan, and that's what makes it fresh and exciting for everybody to tune in every day.
Mm-hmm.
People like keeps people like Mika coming back year after year.
but I was like, man, when I'm watching it and I'm having trouble getting through it because I'm just cringing so hard. And then my bestie comes in and is like, "You're slaying." I'm like, "Okay, so I'm right." Anyway,
That's not.
What the fuck is she even saying? She's watching the show and she's cringing so hard. You don't have to watch it, dummy. Close your eyes. Turn your head to the side. What the fuck? Why are you wasting your time watching a show that make you cringe? You moron. Jesus Christ. If you wanted to cringe, just look in the bathroom mirror. Got him.
Damn.
Fucking wrecked. She will never recover from that.
like shocking to see these like vast differences, different setup, different show.
I'm going back
everything
a bit
like
because I thought this was good. Just a bit.
Chatting in about Dan Clancy or whatever, like the CEO of Twitch, and being like, "Oh, Ethan's gonna get all the tankies."
Do you?
So
What the
Does she
fuck
even know what she's
are you
saying?
talking about?
Ethan's gonna get all, I was watching Dan, he's talking about Dan Clancy and Ethan's gonna get all the tankies. What the fuck are you exactly
Dude, what happened to him? I don't know, man.
trying to say right now?
I'm really not sure.
And just remember, people watch this and we're like, yes, Queen, I'm subscribing for more. That's how low the bar is, my friends.
But I was like, man,
Isn't that a reason to look inward? If a video about you, like, gets people to sub, shouldn't you consider that maybe some of the criticisms might be valid? I'm not saying that they always are. And obviously there's lots of videos out there that that's not the case for. For example, like Hassan hate farmers. They don't even bother using real arguments. They're just like, did you consider that he has a house? But if you're losing subs and the people making fun of you are gaining subs, I think that that's grounds to look inward. If you're gaining subs and they're also gaining subs, then it's probably just like hate farming and you can probably ignore it. But like, man.
and
Yes, Queen.
when I'm watching it and I'm having trouble getting through it because I'm just cringing so hard, and then my bestie comes in and is like, "You're slaying." I'm like, "Okay, so I'm right."
What the fuck is it? What is this situation? She's sitting in a room watching a podcast and she's cringing. And then her friend comes in and says, you're slaying. What does that even mean?
What is that? I don't know, man.
Dude, forget the right wing grift. The drama channel grift is where it's at.
Dude,
that's the
it's
fucking
the only thing
easy-
lower effort than the
Yeah.
right wing.
There's
Yeah.
yeah,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
And just the irony
Nice.
of I can't watch
I think
the
he just keeps forgetting that people enjoy it when a YouTuber is personable and likable and shows personality.
show when she's 8 minutes into saying nothing is amazing.
Hates this.
Ay, ay, ay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
when
It's like daydreaming.
She's like, anyway,
Anyway.
where am I?
Back to reality.
Oh, I left the oven on.
the podcast came out, a lot of people criticized Ethan for being really unprofessional. There was also a lot
When
of
she says pocket, she's going back to like the beginning of time.
Yeah. So, this is
Okay.
what I've gathered is
All right,
that
we're going
it
back.
seems like
This
she
is a
was
long
like,
journey.
I've never seen anyone reduce their audience so effectively. First being anti-SJW, then being a leftist and center-left, now center pro-Israel. I wonder how he's going to reduce his audience further.
A day one. Yeah, I know. We're like 8 minutes into this fucking video. She seems to be a day one podcast watcher. She says that she remembers how the podcast was at the beginning. So like, this is literally like.
Did it start off where everyone was mad at me? That's not true.
They just.
No, but you remember in the early episodes, it was a different energy. It took a while to figure out what the show was. I mean, I think that's valid what she's saying. Maybe this is the nuance. Look, we're having nuancing.
Take on this. We're nuancing.
Also, I feel she was watching Semi recently because she knows who I am.
Yes.
She says me by name.
She reads Snark, though.
Oh, yeah.
This girl admits to reading Snark. If nothing could be more embarrassing than that.
Yeah.
You know. Go ahead, Mika, girl. You talk.
Really famous clips that came out of there, such as Ethan Klein being like, "I-dubs, I love that you say the N-word," and then just saying the N-word a bunch of times.
Yes, we know. That was like 12 years ago. Literally, how long ago was that? And by the way, just remember, you've been watching the show since that fucking happened. It sounds like you watched it happen and then kept watching.
Right.
So clearly she didn't have a problem with it until she realized that, you know. I was offended. I just didn't realize until right now. Shut up. Yeah, we've been over that. It's like 10 years old, man, for real. 7 years old. Yeah, 7 years old.
Really, 7? It should be going on 8.
Oh, maybe it's. It's probably 8.
It's probably closer to 8. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2017 April.
But it was like,
I like how Ethan Klein's defense is, "Ha! You believed me when I apologized for my actions? You fucking idiot."
Really got me on that one. Nobody's ever seen that or heard about that.
Right.
The clip with Joji saying that women were at the time was still doing stuff on the internet, I think. As Filthy Frank saying that women were made to be submissive to men.
Also, yeah, I used racial slurs and you watched me. We're just as bad. Person who was a teenager when you were using slurs. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be funny. Or guy who said the slurs at 30 years old. It's really hard to tell who's worse here. They're probably about the same. Mm-hmm. He was only a 30-year-old child.
Okay, good.
Or apes or whatever, right? Our Neanderthal
thank you for the prime.
cousins were
Oh my
probably
God, thank you for the gift
just
of
like
Kamala
crazy.
Casey.
So there's definitely something like in us to like conquer. Men want to like conquer.
Right.
So it's, you know, women are in a nature setting like to be conquered.
First of all, to be clear, I think it's funny how it went down with Joji. I don't even think there's really a problem with this clip, really. I mean, we just had drunk having a conversation. I said something without thinking that much and didn't really say that much. And I really don't even think it's only viral because Joji's.
Yeah, it is a good
Joji
face.
in the back. I mean,
It's not like.
Huh? It's viral because people know the person in the back, and the person in the back used to make kind of edgy content, and you saying it mask off, not in a skit, is crazy.
You said way worse.
That's what
yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to say it.
You said way worse. Come on.
Yeah. And
You're
anyway,
right.
that was also that was one of the first episodes we ever did.
Yeah.
Girl, do you have anything
before
from
I
the
worked
past,
here.
like 6 years?
Well, she's got
There's also the clip
another 40 minutes to go.
I'm sure she'll say something of substance at one point.
where Ethan Klein was talking about Jewish people in Israel.
Oh, don't you fucking dare come at me, a Jewish man, for telling jokes about Jewish people. Mrs. Oscar Schindler, who saved all the fucking Jews. Fuck you. How dare you, dude? I don't get mad when you call other people dumb. You're allowed to make fun of your own people.
But have you ever vouched, though? You ever vouched?
Have you
for
vouched?
people?
I vouched for dumb people, yeah. For example, well, I said I liked Aubrey at the time.
Ooh.
God, I'm so good. God. Dude, I've seen this talking point of these like these detractors, and they actually go, Ethan's the anti-Semitic one. Like that's actually a talking point they have.
It's a good move.
Unfucking believable.
And commenting on their hygiene and
And by the way, this is again like a 7-year-old clip as well. Like holy shit.
commenting on some things that should not have been commented on in the way that they were.
How about you mind your own fucking business? You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about my own people.
What? Yeah,
I
like,
live there.
What?
You know? Are we pretending like you don't get like more leeway when you're talking about your own group of people? What the fuck? What the hell are we doing?
Dude, well, and I mean, Ashkenazi Jews were all inbred. That's why we all have all these.
Really?
neurological diseases.
Holy shit.
Because back in the day, we had our little village and we fucking ran around in our little suits.
Like
and nobody wanted us, so we're like, well, each other. And to be honest, there's like stinky suit where like, bro, you have to be very generous to fuck Hasidic.
Candace Owens' defense. Yeah, you're right. You're so true, King. Guys, I'm going to make a channel and I'm going to make a bunch of content on it. And on that content, or some of that content is going to be just me making fun of Arab people and Muslim people. And I'm going to say, I'm allowed to do that. Duh. And then it's fine because it's a joke, because obviously.
Dick Joe. I still believe that. I mean, I stand by everything I said in this clip. I've been in Israel. I lived there. I know what I'm talking about, man. Those guys are wild looking. Okay, Mika, prove me wrong. Go have sex with a Hasidic Jew and report back. You tell me I'm lying.
How would I know?
How am I going to say to that? I mean, well, I've lived in Israel for 5 years, so they wear the suits, they got the hats, they don't shower nearly enough. When it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, they rock the black suit. They stink, bro. They stink, and you know they don't shave. You've seen their face. Imagine what their dicks look like.
Wait, I always thought those were like.
That's funny. You seen the beards on those guys? Imagine the mane flowing from their balls. That's funny. Sorry, Mika. That's called a joke.
Fake.
No, those are real. Those aren't extensions.
Those also must be real. I mean,
I'm Israeli. I'm half Israeli. I'm an Israeli citizen. Like, imagine watching this and getting offended for Israeli Hasidic Jews.
Being a little phobic.
They're not no one shows those clips to get offended on behalf of Hasidic Jews. They watch the clips to show that you don't actually care about reducing anti-Semitism on the internet. In fact, you gladly do it under the guise of jokes. They show those clips to show that you are a hypocrite that doesn't actually care about the issues. You just care about making other people look stupid, and you fail horribly at even trying to do it.
You've been a little
what the fuck
right now.
are we doing here, Mika?
If anybody, I mean, those suits, it's like from the 18th century Poland, right? It's much colder.
Put on some shorts.
That's what I'm saying. It's much colder in Poland than it is in the Middle East.
I am not kidding. They walk around in full layered black suits in the dead of Middle Eastern summer.
Right.
That'll do.
Like, even the ones in New York, you know, it's cold in New York. I get it.
Yeah, it's good for,
But it's hot as fuck out there.
They walk fast too. I don't know. You notice that? The Hasidis, they walk super fast everywhere they go.
Good.
I have never noticed that.
Their coats flap behind them like they're a Jewish superhero.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That is pretty sick.
That smells.
Yeah. I was saying, yeah, to it being sick, not to it.
What? What did you say about my people?
Because you said it really quick, and I was like, "That's sick" about the coats, and you're like, "They smell," and I wasn't saying like it was.
Oh, that's
you wanted it to be
you were
before that
helping
part.
me.
Yeah.
AB, you're Oscar.
I vouch for you guys, man.
You are such a champion of the Jewish people.
Come on. Forget about it.
Mika is so proud of you.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Oh wait, hold on. If you actually turn the camera a little bit to the left, are you serious? Goku Naru.
Oh no.
Jake Doolittle. And Aubrey, all in your room. I feel like I'm dogs with Gok now. Me and Gok are dogs.
Please just watch the video.
Oh,
Gok.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's my dog, Goki.
Goki.
I don't got a problem with Gokinara.
Why are you spreading lies?
Exactly. That's what I'm asking. We are synced up. They're all.
That is commitment. I guess, you know, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Their faces look so gnarly. So imagine when these dudes look naked, and they're all pretty fat too, because that that wife's at home cooking. That's all she does.
Not all fat.
It's also true. A lot of the ones you see, they're very traditional. They're very conservative. The women do not work. They are pretty chunky.
Can we get a picture? Yeah, let's see this.
Yeah.
I'm changing, chat. I'm going to become a better person. I'm going to pause less. I can't believe any of you put up with me ever. This is horrible. That's just shit not endlessly embarrassing for AB. What is he doing, man? Allowing himself to be tokenized in defense of someone who doesn't give a fuck about anything or anyone except themselves or himself. I mean, like, Sirius, thank you so much for the 21 months. I try not to be super harsh on people in like toxic work environments, because I imagine if most of your previous work experience is like as a producer for a content show online, it's not that easy to get another job in that field. And that resume maybe doesn't look good for other fields. And I think that there is some like, I mean, like, we're all people, we're all human beings, right? And we all suffer some of the same biases. Sunk cost being one of them. I can understand if you've worked with someone for like years and they've mostly been pretty good. You want to believe that like they can change. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, I'm putting it on 1.25x.
Yeah. And I know what Israeli home cooking is. I've ate that shit, man. It's like 50% like just fat. Like grizzle.
I'm the judge of how hot they are.
Harry. You asked for it.
So those clips were already cut.
Imagine showing that as like the pinnacle of Ethan's offensiveness. What a moron you are. Golly. Fuck me, man.
Golly.
What are those in the back? Marshmallows? What are those called?
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows. You know who collects those? My 5-year-old son. Grow up.
Whoa.
Stop.
Relax.
Easy.
That's too far, bro.
Easy.
You know who
They're
else
pretty
collects
chill.
those?
Easy.
They're chill.
You collect Squishmallows?
I love Squishmallows.
Okay.
Girls love Squishmallows. Let me just put it
My
like
dog
that.
sleeps
gotten a lot
on
of
them.
presents.
Every time I see those in the mall, I love you, Olivia. But every time I see those in the mall, I tell Lena I'm so happy they're not one of those girls that likes those things.
But
That's right. It's fine.
Because I know like majority of girls do it.
I just like to hold it. Like feels nice.
They are so expensive too.
That's part of
For
it.
Telling me.
a medium one, $50.
They just take up so much
no,
space.
that's not true.
Actually, yeah, they're
that's
not
not true. They're like $15 for the small ones, 25 for the middle ones. On Costco, you can get the big ones for 35.
35.
Bang, bang, bang,
I've only
bang,
ever-
bang.
For the big
5
one.
booms.
Boom.
That's for the big,
boom.
like this fucking big.
Boom.
Okay, fine. You can like Squishmallows. But
Yeah.
I was just I do think she needs to grow up regardless. Thank you. That's all my boys wanted for Hanukkah this year.
They have
Just
to taste-
Squishmallow.
Really?
They've got a freaking King Ghidorah Squishmallow, a Godzilla
yeah.
Squishmallow.
Oh,
They have like
that's
it's
awesome.
crazy the breadth of the collection.
So are they like? Do they have like personality, or is it like a Pokemon situation?
They have little cards that says
Yeah.
it's not very good. It's
It says their name and occupation.
The lore
you like
isn't very
to
good.
Sundays on hot summer days, like it's dumb shit.
Real
like,
surface level
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
huh? Yeah. That's
not much world building in the Squishmallow
Lucky number
universe.
7, thanks, Demon.
All right, Mika, go ahead. Sorry, I forgot you were here.
Coming out.
That's probably not a normal reaction to you.
Denims, have you seen the clip of Ethan Klein saying he spent all of Christmas break editing this video or his video instead of spending time with his kids? Yes. Can you please link it? Because I tried to
Hasidic
find it
Jews
and I
in New
couldn't
York
find it.
tend to keep to themselves. But when Israel started their campaign in Palestine, the Hasidic community came out vehemently against the occupation. Hell, they even partnered with the local mosque to protest Netanyahu.
What? You mean Jewish people say never again? Because they mean never again to anyone? Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, that's so weird and insane. I can't believe Jewish people would be against genocide. Redbow, thank you so much for the 7 months.
Whenever you're anywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot Miko's here. She's so fucking boring and dumb.
And then also there was criticism that the podcast was boring.
Oh my God.
Remember the episode was just Elon.
How is that criticism? If you think it's boring, just don't watch it. Ow. How is that fucking... I smashed my thumb on the table.
Well, hold on.
A bit dumb.
Let's add some nuance. She's saying that criticism early on in the podcast existed.
Who cares?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Let me. That's like the dumbest criticism ever. Some people thought it was boring. It's like, okay, well, yeah.
She for some reason is recounting the entire history of the podcast, and I guess that.
I was sitting in my desk chair for so long, my neck has been killing me. I got a masseuse recommendation. They're going to come massage my neck as I edit tomorrow during my free time.
Wait, really?
That's right. I had an idea. They're going to...
Wait, did I miss some of the clip? Wait, what?
I was sitting in my desk chair for so long, my neck has been killing me. I got a masseuse recommendation. They're going to come massage my neck.
Oh, I think some of the clip is missing, but it said Ethan Klein spent so much time obsessing over Hassan at his computer that he has neck pain. He hired a masseuse to massage him while he edits the content nuke.
As I edit tomorrow.
Sorry, I think it was this one that I saw. This clip is crazy.
I was sitting in my desk chair for so long.
Oh, it's no. This is not the rest of it. But yeah, it says, in what might be the most pathetic thing in history to admit out loud, Ethan Klein says he spent so much time over holiday break in his basement alone editing a hate video instead of spending time with his family that he hurt his neck.
This is a PSA. Tina, Virgo, Session, Sendo, Sage, Aspen, and Jackie are not all in
Hold on.
Fortnite.
What the fuck does that mean?
Dumb.
Let's add some nuance. She's saying that criticism early on in the podcast existed.
Who cares?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Let me. That's like the dumbest criticism ever. Some people thought it was boring. It's like, okay, well, yeah.
She for some reason is recounting the entire history of the podcast, and I guess
that's part of the nuance.
That's part of the nuance. Is that
I don't think she knows what nuance means.
It jumped the timestamp. Oh, here is it. Okay, sorry. It fucked up the timestamp. Sorry. I was like, isn't this just where we are?
Hold on.
Okay, it jumped the timestamp again. I'll just go to 7:06. I don't know why it's doing this.
So there's that. Also, I have been teasing a work on a video I've been working on, or a special project, let's say. I have spent every waking moment on this project. And
except for when you take care of your kids, right?
Well, I said every available minute. I mean,
okay,
not waking minute. Maybe I missed.
I was a little worried for Daddy.
Yeah, no. All the free time I had, Dan, was spent on this project, and it's coming together. But I've never been faced with such an daunting task. I find myself overwhelmed with the quantity of footage, and the video is already like 40 minutes long. And
I hurt my body working 10-hour days every day, and this dude has neck pain from sitting and being a dipshit, bruh.
I'm not even close to done, frankly. I'm not even close to done. So, and then the other thing is, I was thinking of even adding another section. I was like, dude, I'm never going to finish. It's going to be like 3 hours long. So I think what I'm going to do is finish the part I'm on.
Let me finish.
It'll probably be like 1.5 hours long. And then if there's an appetite for it, I'll do a part 2. A part 2 is good, though. That's the thing.
Familiar.
Sounds familiar? What does it sound like?
Like a previous video that needed a part 2.
Oh, that one had a lot of parts.
Yeah.
That one had too many parts, if I'm being honest.
No.
Shout out to Dan.
But I'm working on it.
That's crazy, dude. Good luck, man. I hope it's a good one. I do.
That's part of the nuance.
That's part of the nuance. Is that
I don't think she knows what nuance means. I think she thinks nuance means like exhaustive or something. I think she's dumb enough to not know what nuance means.
Well, she's an educator. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I just got called out.
Yeah, you got called out, bro.
I just got called out for being squish phobic.
Oh no!
You're done.
You're done.
You're done, buddy.
Being quite boring back then, especially that the guests were kind of all that it was. So, and people were really upset that they were no longer making the H3 Productions videos, which were their most popular and most liked content to this.
Coming back, girl.
You might have a cameo.
She might. Mm-hmm. She's gonna look for it.
She might have her Schindler moment where she starts crying and saying she was wrong about you.
I am thinking. So I was saying, I think in the part 2 is going to be really fun. It's going to be about all the orbiters and all these people. They're all going to get their time in the sun, the limelight. It's coming up for everybody.
Interesting.
Stay. Progressively, as Ethan Klein started.
This chatter's still going. Are you worried your audience's parents will all hear about Ethan's video and ban you from listening to Hassan? You know, the vast majority of my audience is above 20 years old. This is going to sound crazy, but actually, usually kids don't want to watch someone talk about politics. this is pretty consistent across all political channels. Generally, the audience is older. And every time we've polled in here,
tastes pretty good.
it's been like 30 plus. I think the last time we polled, it was like less than 3 or 5% of the audience was under the age of 18. I'm 39. I have grown kids. Yeah. My mom is calling me at work, Denim. She's telling me to stop watching. I'm 46. I still need my parents' permission to watch some streamers. Oh, God. Oh, God. As an H3 viewer, a lot of the fan base is very cringe and stupid, especially those who make dumbass comments like that. It's just so bizarre, dude. Me listening to this while doing office work, I'm pretty sure like more than 50% of my audience watches my stream while they're working. Also, last time Ethan did a content nuke, he killed Keemstar. What are you on about, bro? What's Blood on about? Keemstar absolutely still has a career, and you're totally delusional if you think otherwise.
Started hiring more people. You started getting kind of like a co-host dynamic almost. So it's like
Nice cut. One more time for all the film enthusiasts.
Fucking boring must
Kind
have
of
this part been for her to have to cut. When everything that she's
You know what she
included so
did? She did like this. She just zoned out and started drooling. So of course she has to cut that.
She ran out of battery.
Yeah.
She ran out of brain power. Yeah, fucking hell.
a co-host dynamic almost. So it's
why the fuck did she include so? Oh my god, you are bad at this. Holy shit, you are so bad at this.
It's like you have now Dan, the host, the
ho? Oh, you fucking skank. That's unacceptable. That's
What
weird.
the
That's
fuck?
mean.
producer, you have Ian, you have Zach. That was the crew for a long time. Circa 2020, whatever. You hired, they hired AB and Lena, who are both Lebanese, and this is going to become relevant soon.
Oh, why does it matter that they're Lebanese?
Exactly. No one else got that introduction.
Do you usually point out the?
I wonder why she would bring up the fact that AB and Lena are Lebanese when talking about a content creator who uses their platform to spread Israeli propaganda as often as possible. I wonder if there's any correlation at all. And I'm sure she wasn't going to elaborate. That's why she says we'll get back to it later.
The ethnicity of everyone you're talking about.
I just hope she vouches for us. That's all I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yes, don't worry. She's a champion of all people. Although she seems very pro-Jew, so I would be careful.
Then you also have the hiring, who were also fans of Ethan's. He hired AB because AB ran defense for him when another creator named Gokinaru made a really long.
That's my boy Go.
Who is this person Ethan is watching? Is some big content creator or just a fan that made a video? Is there a reason Ethan is dedicating so much time to this person? Because he doesn't have anything better to do, I guess. And he thinks it's funny content, but it's like very cringe. Generally, like, I just don't. I just don't. Oh my God. I think it's just that he wants to punch down, I guess, dude.
Okay, actually, like I remember.
Even though we're cool, that video was dog shit.
Yeah, this gives away the game a lot.
And I completely debunked it in my fucking response. But okay, girl, you got this. Goku Naru's is awesome. And Leafy is here. Remember him? He was fucking sick. He was super funny and awesome.
But how dare she disrespect Goku Naru? He created this lane for her.
You know what?
Yeah.
Say what you will about that video itself. I obviously have a lot of criticism for it. But very innovative.
Oh, yeah.
He created a whole genre that is still giving today.
Ethan Klein has done a lot for the YouTube community.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you saying that.
Why are you spreading lies?
My boy Goki. Dab me up, brother.
Goki.
Back then, hit piece on Ethan Klein.
Hit piece.
And then
called it a
AB
hit
ran
piece.
defense for him as Star Killer with like a mask on or whatever on a video, and he hired AB
This girl knows everything.
Yeah, you know,
and she did no research, so she knows all this because she was there. Yeah.
and hired Lena as personal assistant. Then you get also hiring Cameron Grants, who was making memes on the
She knows his full name.
subreddit a lot to do design work. Hiring Sam, who used to be dating Ian.
This girl knows all the tea. She's a fan. She's watching right now.
I I can't believe a person that's making a video about a podcast and wants to give the lore of the podcast knows things about the podcast. That's crazy.
A board in her room. All like
Also, most of this stuff is like all of this is public information, like on these people's Twitter accounts. Like, I don't understand.
drawn out like an FBI board.
You know what, Mika? I'm disappointed. For someone who watched the show this much, it's sad to see that you can still capable of making such shit videos. You know, I thought that our production level and our presentation would have rubbed off more because we are polished.
Yeah.
Right, Dan? Dan says correct.
To do graphic design stuff for him and set design, that kind of stuff. Then you have hiring of another fan, Olivia, who
Shout out.
does writing. I'm sneering because I'm just trying to remember like what her.
By the way, you guys have worked here for years. It's not because you're a fan. It's because you guys are good.
Thank you.
Like it's not. You might have gotten like in the door because of this and that, and I noticed this and that. However it happens, but I wouldn't continue working with people who aren't very good. So
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't hire you. Well, you were a fan though, Dan. You just
I wasn't a fan.
I didn't hire you because you were a fan.
I had never heard of the H3 podcast when I started working here.
Oh, so did you go back and watch? Because there's a lot
I've
of old
never
videos.
seen episodes like 1 through 10.
But you knew H3 Productions.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, you were a fan. I know. Damn.
That's literally what she said. What she said wasn't even inaccurate. Two things could be true. She's not saying that Olivia isn't qualified for the position. She's saying that she was a fan when she started working for you. That's just an accurate statement. What? Gary Livingston, thank you so much for the 5 months. And great, thank you for the Prime.
Dan was my biggest fan.
Because she kind of does everything.
Nice try, dude.
I really didn't know that you had a podcast though. That is true.
Yeah, I believe that.
When I got kind of roped in.
I believe that.
I'm not sure what her role is. She seemed to do research and writing stuff mostly. Then you have also the hiring of Swedish, another fan. Love.
It doesn't matter if I'm Swedish.
I was gonna say she did. Okay, that's consistency.
That's fucked up.
She named a few people's ethnicity.
So what? She just doesn't name white people?
Yeah. What about Olivia?
Yeah, no way.
Is this Italophobia?
Lopes?
Yeah, what's
going on?
Where's my family from?
Where's my Russian, Scottish, Lithuanian heritage? Karl?
Doesn't matter if you're white. It only matters if you're
like
whatever.
POC.
Yeah, POCs.
Like me. And
Yeah, me, and AB, and you. We're all POC.
Yeah.
We're all POC as AF. POC AF.
She's exactly right. That's why he's big mad. Yeah, I just don't. But like, that's also not like controversial. Generally speaking, someone who works for another content creator or for like an internet personality, most of the people who work for those people are going to be fans or people who found the content in the first place by having watched the content, right? It's like if I put out a tweet being like, hey, I need an editor. I don't need an editor. But like if I put out a tweet like that, I would expect mostly people who watched my stream to reply to that. And I would expect to end up hiring someone who actually watches my stream. Like that's not even what? Welcome, Dave. Off topic, how do you maintain your hair color? Color conditioner. Highly recommend.
Thank you.
Who does social media? I think that's right. Yeah. So
that's how I got hired as an editor, content creator, and asked in Discord, and then I responded. Yeah, it's like not complicated.
So,
but I'm not going to check.
Yeah, I think so.
Olivia does. Is that everybody?
Oh my God, dude! Don't do the conversation thing. Just plan a little bit. Holy shit!
There's a new guy named Nathan or something.
If this video was about any other topic, it would have no views, and people. This would be a disaster of a video. Golly.
No idea who he is. Anyway,
If she didn't know who you were, she would say that you're Mexican.
I know, she didn't bring it up. I was waiting.
Fuzzy Slippers, thank you for the tier 1.
Wait, hold on.
I think that's right. Yeah, so Olivia does. Is that everybody? Now there's a new guy named Nathan or something.
Government
no idea who he is.
We call you Nate, and somehow she knows your full name's Nathan. And by the way, you're pretty off.
No. All right, back from therapy. How's Ethan's deteriorating mental state? No, I'm gonna undo all your therapy, bro. No, you're making me feel bad, dude.
Camera still, like the people who watch regularly know about you, but like,
yeah,
if you're a casual watcher, there's no shot they would know about Nathan.
It's so weird that she called me Nathan. I don't know why.
Yeah,
because everyone knows me as Nate. I don't know if the snark calls me Nathan.
It's almost like she's not a hyper fan and watches the show all the time, and that's why she called him Nathan. Because she just researched and saw found posts talking about who all the content creators are or all the people that work for him. Like, what? This is not I don't understand.
Is that your full name?
Yes, it's just
Ooh,
Nathan.
She got it.
She got you.
Wow.
She found me.
She could tell. She could tell.
Anyway, as they hired these people, and a lot of them being quite young, a lot of them being like Gen Z. I think Love and I are like born the same year, born a couple months apart.
Wow, that's cringy for you.
birthday.
Considering how mature.
She knows my fucking birthday? How does she? She knows my birthday. She says she's born a month
I don't know
away
your
from me.
birthday.
Exactly. What the fuck is this?
You know how embarrassing for her that you guys are the same age and you are accomplished. You're holding down a job. You have a significant other. You're living in America.
She's a future educator, man.
God.
She'll be an educator.
What's she gonna
someday.
teach them? How to fucking sit silently and drool?
Future educator, bro.
All right, everybody. Now we're gonna stare at the wall in silence.
I guess I think actually we missed that part of the manifesto. Somewhere in all the disclaimers, she explained how she's trying to be a teacher.
Yeah,
and it's another reason why she's afraid to put
and that's
this
why
video
she's
out.
afraid.
Well, why
right?
did
That
you
was like
even
part of why she's afraid.
Then don't bring it up.
Well, it is a time. Well, I mean, it's not that important. But
Well,
that's why I keep referring to that.
Fortunately, being dumb isn't going to disqualify you from
Stood here.
teaching.
I have a public-facing job in the back end. Okay. Plus, I am, if you don't know, which everybody does because I'm annoying, I'm a registered licensed high school teacher.
Oh shit.
By trade. I don't teach right now. However,
oh yeah,
that is something I would probably.
Wait, did you catch that?
She says I don't teach right now.
Yeah.
She's unemployed.
Yeah.
Well, she said she just got back from work, though. I don't know. Didn't I hear that?
Not at high school.
She's not teaching kids.
Yeah, because the principal walked in, all the kids were asleep.
Yeah, just fucking juice box all day.
She spent 30
They're like,
minutes explaining
he's
herself.
like, ma'am, this is 9th grade. Why is everybody on the floor snapping with juice boxes? Yeah, she's great. America's in good hands. Our SAT scores cumulatively just dropped by 100 points.
There's this funny clip that like a young kid says, "You're disrespecting a future American veteran or army person."
A future veteran.
Yeah, it's kind of the same vibe. You're
That's fucking hilarious. That's
Yeah.
really good. It's a good line.
She's Canadian. They're just mean. I don't know how I used to watch this podcast, but it's funny to be mean to people who suck. It's cringe being mean to someone who is trying to criticize you in a format that I think is relatively fair. Like, she hasn't even like attacked him at all in a personal manner. Like, I think being mean to someone like Matt Gaetz is really funny, actually. I think walking up to Matt Gaetz and being like, are you a I think that's very funny. I think having the username TaxTheRich69 and then killing Elon Musk in Fortnite and then teabagging him is hilarious. That's so funny. Being mean to shitty people who suck is objectively funny. Being mean to someone and like insulting the fuck out of someone who's trying to criticize you is just kind of cringe. It's just like, it looks kind of pathetic.
I'm 24, by the way. You start having these, like, I found, you start getting a lot more of these people who are much more progressive, politically progressive and ideologically progressive than
This is such a weird retelling to make it seem like I'm some weird, like, conservative outcast from the crew. Like, we're all pretty much on the same page about everything and always have been.
AB and Lena. Because Zach, so Ian doesn't say shit. Like, Ian's like,
Ian, are you back
be
there?
doing that shit.
You back there, Ian?
He's doing that shit.
He doesn't say shit.
She's right.
She's got him. She's got him.
hiding. Okay, so we don't know about Ian. But you have, and then Dan seems to, I think Dan is very left-leaning, but Dan also doesn't respond to criticism well. So when he
I love that she's going after you. I'm sorry, Dan. That's fucking hilarious. I love it. Hey, listen, you gotta take criticism. Dan, you need to learn to take criticism.
Okay.
Nobody's perfect, Dan.
From Mika.
Put one forward, Mika.
She
Let's
just
hear
did.
it.
You're not good with criticism. And you're already proving her point.
I'm listening to her critique. Let's hear it.
as maybe socially conservative even to a certain degree.
She says you're socially conservative. That's weird. It's
not your fault.
Why would she say that?
What gave you that impression?
I don't know.
That's proof she's dumb.
It's very weird.
What? You've watched this show for 8 years? You think I am a social conservative?
I think she's intentionally mischaracterizing things to make us look as bad as possible.
It's kind of dangerous. She knows so much about us. She can use that against us.
Yep.
It's like she can troll us good.
Not your fault. Yep.
Clips out of context.
Luckily, her videos fucking suck, so
Yeah,
that will let her break
Okay, I don't know.
100,000.
Did my ADHD just make me miss it? Did you ever explain what the shit is that Ian's doing?
No, she said he doesn't say shit.
Oh, he doesn't say. Okay, sorry. I thought you said he's always up to some shit.
I know.
Then people push back. He, like Ethan, will kind of view it as the entire left's opinion on this entire subject and then just be pushed away.
What the fuck is she? She must have saw some weird TikTok or something.
Don't get mad, Dan.
I'm trying to think what she could be talking about here.
Yeah, I really have no idea.
It's just, I'm sure she saw a weird TikTok that was just trying to shit on us. That has to be it. She hasn't watched in a year, and she's saying that you are going against the left, which is like a new thing. That's a recent development, not from you, from me.
Right.
Leftists. I'm on the left, guys. You just don't like fucking tankies.
You just don't want to move to North Korea.
I do not think North Korea is a better place to live. No, I don't. You know what? People actually say that North Korea is better than South Korea because they have freedom and stuff. Look at this.
There are a handful out there.
Look at this. You tell me that. Say again. Tell me again which place is better to live.
Yeah.
You see that border? That's South Korea. This is North Korea at night. No fucking electricity.
They care about the environment.
True. That's true.
That is true.
And then Zach, I would say, is somewhat on the more socially conservative side.
You know
This
why?
is how engaged-
You know why, Zach?
Because I'm a fucking dirty Jew.
Absolutely. 100%. There's no other reason to say that. You have not expressed your political opinions at all.
And I'm half Jewish, and she said I was left leaning but socially conservative.
There's no reason for her to
Is this
say
a dog
those
whistle?
Did
I just get dog whistle?
But then she goes, AB and Lena, they're Lebanese, so, and then she doesn't explain. She's like, obviously they're what? They're the,
Don't tell her I'm half.
half racist, half, so, I don't know.
Half Jedi, half Sith.
As long as you half hate yourself, AB, you'll be fine.
I could be completely wrong. This is a discussion again.
See,
so but when
that's the funny part. She was like, I might be wrong. Remember, this is a discussion. It's a conversation.
This is a recorded video. There is no, no.
You're sitting alone in your maybe mother's like second bedroom or something like that. Come on now. It's not a conversation.
this is just how I'm engaging them. I could be completely wrong. This is a discussion again. So, but what I'm saying is that environment.
I love that. This is a discussion, by the way. I don't know. Dan Clancy might be. This is just a discussion, you know. I might be wrong. I don't know. This is just a conversation we're having.
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it at all. He's not. There's no evidence he is.
Were you going off about Dan Clancy again?
Yeah.
I was reading something.
Well, it was just a conversation.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
No,
it's just his read of the situation.
Yeah.
We're back on the Dan Clancy pedophile thing. How do people watch 4 hours of this? I think this is the worst that I've seen so far. I'm not gonna lie. This is like really not good. I'm usually at least a little entertained, which makes it kind of fun. I'm not entertained at all, actually, right now. I'm just getting like brutalized right now by this fucking video.
Was pretty
The only reason that this is even remotely watchable is because I'm watching it with you guys. So when something crazy appears on the screen or they say something insane like, isn't it crazy she's calling all the Jews conservative? I can look at chat and be like, wait, I'm not crazy, right? That's an insane remark to make. And then see check mark, or sorry, check mark, question mark. Everyone's typing question marks. I'm like, okay, whew. I'm still normal. Okay, all right.
Able in a sort of awakened centrist / center left vibe, right?
How do you get that from Zach other than him being Jewish?
He's like never said anything.
Center left?
He's like the least political out of all of us.
I hate to say it. I'm almost certain she's just saying that because you wear a Star of David, Zach. Like, I'm almost certain.
It's possible.
Yeah.
There's just no other explanation for it.
Yeah, I don't.
Now when you
I've never talked politics ever.
Maybe she thinks you're like Bumblebee, like you're speaking through the sound bites.
Yeah, right.
Like that is you.
Yeah. But having said that, happy January 6th, everyone.
Happy Jan 6.
Shout out.
Just remember,
they'll all be free soon. Don't worry. The pardons are on their way.
That's right. Our boys are coming out. Our boys are coming home. We will riot again, my friends. We will do it again.
Started hiring AB and Lena, who are Lebanese, who have been affected by a lot of these conflicts in the Middle East.
What about me? What about my wife?
This clip is crazy. We're gonna 1x this one because this is. I know we already saw it in the beginning, but like, oh hi, Comrade Casey. This is an insane comment to make. That someone brings up the fact that your employees are Lebanese and actually have to be worried about losing their family members and have to constantly try and get updates to know that they haven't been killed by an Israeli airstrike, and that their families have been evacuated from areas that have gotten airstriked, and then say, what about me? What about me. My life is really hard, okay? My life is really difficult. Why is everyone so mean in this chat? We're only mean to people who are cringe. So as long as you're not cringe, you're good. So don't be cringe. Just be based, dude. Be based, and you'll find the chat is very nice to you. You'll find the chat will start doing tricks on it, all right? Anyways, let's get back to this.
Like, my wife is Israeli.
Conflicts in the Middle East.
You can tell that they have some conservative tendencies because they primarily respond to shapes and colors.
What about me? What about my wife? Like, my wife is Israeli. She's fucking affected by it too. Like, this weight she puts on. You guys are Lebanese and you are affected. You have family there. I also have family there. Ela also has family there. Like she's giving no weight. It's just like it's what the fuck.
Even though I think they were both born in the United States, but their Lena's parents, for example, were recently in Lebanon, etc. Olivia, who seems to be quite progressive and is very, ideologically and socially left-leaning.
Why is she even attempting to characterize our like?
What is the point
what are
of
you
this?
even basing this on? Or why are you even talking about it?
Your weird perception, like off-kilter perception of each individual on the show. When are
sub? Imagine what she was subscribe.
Oh,
I
she
want
is
more.
Killing this right now.
I don't know what Love's doing. He doesn't say much. Cameron,
You say a lot more than
Yeah, no, what?
than Zach.
Yeah.
Certainly more than Zach.
I don't know what's going on. I don't
the
know.
quiet-
I'm Swedish, guys. Whatever I say is just, I don't really know.
That's true.
I'm an immigrant. I
That's
don't
what you
know. I
meant.
don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck's
immigrant.
going
She
on.
hates immigrants.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. That guy doesn't say very much. Whatever.
because he's an immigrant.
It's fucked up. It's just
also seemed to be a pretty progressive person. Sam as well. So you started having this sort of environment that was fostering these ideas more openly. And when
What
you have your
ideas?
researcher, who is a sort of kind of left-leaning person, and AB as well was also doing research, you start to kind of, your content begins to tilt. And then you get to the debate era where Ethan Klein was debating Pearl from Just Pearly Things. He debated the guy who's claimed that he cured Tourette's. There was also the debate that he debated Fresh and Fit, I believe, at some point. There was, which I didn't watch that. I think I had already checked out at that point. There was also, there was just a bunch of.
What the fuck are you doing? Hold on. What was that cut?
So
She couldn't think of who else she debated.
there was why.
What?
Why?
What was that cut? Why?
Why?
Fresh and Fit, I believe, at some point. There was, which I didn't watch that. I think I had already checked out at that point. There was also.
You know why I think she had cut it?
There was why.
I think she listed off other debates that happened after Fresh and Fit, maybe. And then she's like, "Oh, so what I just said doesn't make sense."
I think she said, "Why can't I think of them?" And then he just probably sat there and looked at the screen again, or into the camera.
I think she said, "Why does it smell like gas in here?" I'm sure it's nothing. She's very dumb. She's very slow.
There were just a bunch of a lot of them in the beginning were people I didn't really know. I think that might be why I can't remember all of them. But anyway, there was these
Get
debates,
on
right?
with it.
And then streamer Hassan Piker was reacting to them because it was the same sort of
Oh, I'm sorry. You got to get to the fucking point.
technically by that design, I would also be a Fallen fan.
Okay, so hold on. Let me go
You
back.
can take my word for it or you cannot, just because I don't even want to start getting into like any of the identities on the Snark Reddit or any of that kind of stuff because Ethan's gonna go buck wild on that if
She's
it
a
ever gets
snarker.
anywhere. I've been reading like there was a post about being a Fallen fan, which is what
On
Ethan,
Snark, she's talking about. It's awesome.
Sorry, I had to do like a little bit of a palate cleanser and give some Mayor Cat content. This is like MST3K or riff tracks that they paused every time they riffed. I don't even know what that is. Damn, I'm really offline. Skipped Hassan. Yep. Oh yeah.
I always love to put a face to the snarkers.
Well, there you go. It's pretty much exactly what. It's pretty much. Yep.
Yep.
That's about it.
we reformed first people who no longer
Guys, we reformed the chatter. Dude, dope. I just don't like the making fun of looks, but I get it. Never mind. I think you guys can be mean. I take it back. I told you, man. Like, we only make fun of cringe people here. If you're based, we won't make fun of you. We won't. You're one of us now. Come on, come on, come on. Welcome in, welcome in. Please help yourself to some refreshments. All right.
Like his content. I guess technically,
but still watch every second
by
of it.
that design, I would also be a Fallen fan. But the juxtaposition that Ethan Klein
I've actually never watched Ethan Klein. Why does he keep doing the thing with his hands and his wrists, like twisting them and staring at them? From my understanding, he has physical tics from Tourette's. So anytime he does the stuff with his hands, or sometimes he might like lift his chin, it's just Tourette's. Uncontrollable tic. From my understanding, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, he doesn't have any verbal tics. I'm pretty sure he's confirmed that he doesn't have verbal tics. So everything that he says is just shit that he wanted to say. You can have verbal tics if you have Tourette's, but from my understanding, that's not, when he's edgy and racist, that's just him being him. That's just him doing it for the love of the game. So all his straw man arguments are fully cognizant. Got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. But from my understanding, the facial tics and the body tics are just Tourette's, which is like pretty common tics if you do have Tourette's.
often puts towards Fallen fans are people who are like borderline neo-Nazis.
No, I do not. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, showing no evidence, no basis. Ethan thinks Fallen fans are neo-Nazis. What?
Well, you have said that some people on that subreddit are anti-Semitic.
Yeah, but she says Ethan...
Why does Ethan think any of his fans want to watch this kind of content? I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I really genuinely don't know. Personally, I get too bored watching videos about me. Mostly because the videos, they're put together so poorly. It's kind of like Hassan hate videos. I notice the same people that make Hassan hate videos make videos on just in general Twitch streamers they don't like. And they're just so poorly put together that it's just slop. It's just slop. I could understand if he wanted to watch this video to react in a way that was actually meaningful or reasonable, because he actually is, because Mika actually is, she's putting a video together trying to explain, you know, the timeline of events, trying to explain how here are all the producers and here are all the employees and here's how they might help to shape Ethan Klein's perspective on things, and here's when they started doing debate content. Like, she's been more than fair, but they're just like shitting on her the entire time. It's like crazy, dude. I was a diehard H3 fan until he came out with that video against Hassan. I refused to watch it. Luckily, my YouTube algo is base as fuck. Suggested a video of you talking about it. Now I'm a Denims fan. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Bumlang. Melon, thank you for the 2 months. Leash, thank you so much for the 6 months. Skin Job, thank you for the 13 months. God, I hate your name. I like love and hate your name. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's keep going. Mostly also about how she looks. They literally started the stream saying, we're not going to make fun of the way she looks. And then within like 15 minutes, they were like, we have to make fun of how she looks.
He talks about Fallen fans like they're all neo-Nazis.
Right.
That's insane.
Like these sort of people who really liked conservative content. They liked anti-SJW stuff. They really hate.
I always do.
It's crazy also that he's saying, how does she know our politics? Fallen fan here. Remember when Ethan said that he could tell someone was a bottom from their voice? What did he base that off of? I didn't even know that he said that. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. They just keep calling her dumb, ugly, and anti-Semitic. Yeah. These videos are for people who hate the same things that as Ethan. Do not fans like it was for H3H3.
Dude, I know
Bottom
the Fallen
Gate was
fans are all
insane.
leftists. You got, like, that's fucking absurd. All the SJW people left fucking a decade ago, man. It's all, you're such a dummy.
Hated leftists, they whatever. That was who he used to position mainly as these like fallen fans, but to as the Hassan Piker crash out.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So a lot of the people brought up these other instances besides the recent, what people are referring to as the Hassan Piker crash out, which I'll get into soon.
Good. More ways.
And I want to go through those events to remind people what they were, to sort of maybe place people in where they started feeling a disconnect with the content. So the first thing I could think of, which is not something that many people really brought up, and this is going to sound really crazy to come out of my mouth, but the prolapse fixation is an issue.
I have never, this is amazing. She goes on to talk about how my obsession with prolapse is like so inappropriate. It's fantastic.
It's an issue. For one, you have the issue of, that's kind of gross. So what happened?
Wow, gee whiz, kind of gross.
Oh, that seems
that's insane. That's especially for this show.
With this is it started with Howie Mandel just raw posting a prolapse on TikTok where it was someone prolapsing through a pair of shorts or something, and he was like, what's going on? Is this COVID or something?
Like
so it became a meme because everybody's like, Howie Mandel, the known like germaphobe or whatever, plus like just beloved TV host, just not having any idea what he's looking at. He says that he thought he sat on something, which I guess kind of makes sense in context.
Show. That's where he said it. He said it on our show.
It's because there's no other universe where Howie Mandel would just be doing that. It was like a boomer gets TikTok moment, and it was quite wholesome and funny, right?
What? Him posting the prolapse was wholesome and funny, but I'm gross? Make that make sense.
Also, she knows nothing about Howie Mandel. He did like gross stuff, I feel, right? Like,
he does. Yeah, he has a pretty weird sense of humor on TikTok.
He gets 100% what he would do.
Yeah.
Was Ethan Klein became obsessed with this and started showing this to everybody, the TikTok to everybody and stuff. But then also got involved with this sex worker named Hunger FF, who's really famous for utilizing his prolapse rear end.
What's the problem here?
You got involved with the sex worker.
I gave big ups to someone who does it. We humanized the prolapsing, and honestly, we have a great relationship with Hunger. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, it started off as this like weird thing that we all didn't really know what the fuck was going on. And then we were like, oh, it turns out this is like maybe not, we shouldn't just label this as weird. It's just people's fucking thing.
Yeah, because Hunger's
You're into what you're into.
Yeah.
I know that's a very socially conservative attitude for me to have.
Hey, come on now. Not anything, Dan. Take it back. We don't like when men kiss. Remember? We were just talking about it. Dan,
also, so far, she's not even doing any criticism. She's just giving a summary. She's just explaining the H3 podcast to people who don't know anything about it. She's just explaining it to her audience. Like, she hasn't even done any criticism yet.
The show, he came up to me and said, Ethan, I hate when men kiss. I said, whoa, Dan, that's conservative. That sounds really conservative.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Ba-da-bam-bam.
I did not say that.
When I said I was having baby, Dan asked if I was married first.
Very conservative. Very conservative.
Being the Lebanese legend that I am, I said, guys, stop it. Right now.
Thank you. I know. I'm so glad your Lebanese came out at that point to defend me. You vouched for me.
To
You
make
vouched for a
content.
half Jew, my friend.
And what you do,
This is beautiful. This is a beautiful moment. Mika's very happy of the racial boundaries we're crossing.
is he would sit people down and force them to watch this content when they were being interviewed by him.
Forced? What do you mean?
No, he was forced.
Ethan Klein has based his show off of Howard Stern, who has a whack pack. All these people he considers part of his own whack pack. They're just punching bags to punch down on and make fun of. Yeah. I mean, I think Steven Crowder basically runs like the same shtick, or used to before he got like giga canceled, even by his own audience, for, being abusive to his wife shortly after shitting on the Daily Wire and calling their contracts predatory because they didn't want to give him $1 billion.
Golly, dude. Shut up.
So he did it to Howie, which I guess sort of contextually makes sense. I think he might have had him do it in person, which is even worse. Then
No, it's not. It's funny. It's awesome. Everybody loved that.
And also, Howie goes and shows that to everyone now. So
He's the one, I'm over it, and Howie's the one showing it to like fucking like Michelle Obama.
Yeah, he's passing the baton. He's keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Also, Howie, he's a Jew.
True. Although she didn't say anything mean about him.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll keep that one in the pocket.
I guess to a certain degree, you can go, yeah, that's like the joke, right? Like that was the guy who did it. But why was he showing Stavros?
Stavros, the most like shock fucking.
Also, Ethan Klein knows that he has fans that have gone after Mika. The comments on our videos are atrocious. Yeah. He also never does anything to like try and curb his audience's behavior. And then he just says, well, I can't control what they do, which is like basically telling them you should keep going.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't think
ridiculous comedian ever.
Why is that his name? I think so. That's how you pronounce it. Why is Brittany Broski have to watch this?
I just sent it. This is
Brittany Broski. We had such a fun time goofing and laughing.
laughing.
And then she went on Cody Ko's podcast like the next day and was laughing about it, how funny it was.
This is the video I was saying I was worried that you were going to show, and you were like, I wouldn't.
By the way, I make conscious effort before I show this to be like, just so you know, this is what it is. You definitely, I'm not going to show it to you if you don't want to see it. Pretty sure I always did that. Why would I do that? What kind of psycho do you think I am? All right, you're not showing the screen, right, Ian?
You're just going to show me?
Yeah, well, if I show this at home, I'd be banned on all.
Well, girl, we're halfway there.
All right, so much of what these people's criticism these days is like, and then he told a joke. It's like, shut the fucking find something else to complain about. He did a joke that I thought was gross and unacceptable. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Nicholas D'Orio's in chat. He said she's acting like you flash your guests.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, right? She makes it sound like I'm showing them my prolapse.
Yeah.
Say cheese.
Not true at all. He often tells his audience not to go after other people and ridicules them if they do. Of all of the, unfortunately, of all of the videos that I've watched and all this H3 shows that I've watched, I've never seen him do it once. And to my detriment, on stream, we're watching the entire thing. We're not watching clips. And I have yet to see him do it once. Maybe he used to do it, but I haven't seen him in the past, however many streams we've watched of his do it.
A minute long. Okay? It says.
It's a minute. It's 10 seconds.
Yeah. But maybe you can bail whenever you want, but it gets better towards the end. So it says, is this COVID related?
He absolutely encourages his fans to engage with people. Remember him telling people to review Triller for years?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Wait, did you not see this, Hila?
No, I didn't.
You did it? I think Mika needs to watch the video. It is really experience.
It really
is. It's a unique experience.
What?
Wait. Look. Why don't make me look at this by myself?
This like actually.
No, stop. You're
It's
crazy.
hairy. Oh, that's making me gag, bitch.
That's actually our friend of the show, Hunger FF.
This is so weird, dude. Dude, I used to think Hassan bringing people on and making them watch Joe Rogan was torture. I can't imagine going on someone's show and they fucking start showing me that. Like, that's insane. That's insane. I don't know if this is reaching. It feels a little misogynistic because I feel like he uses the same vitriol for men doing a porn act as he is for Mika's well-presented video. Oh, I mean, that's like the same baked-in misogyny that everyone's on, right? Also, didn't Ethan constantly try and call Hassan for not controlling his fans? Which is so funny because, like, I've never seen anyone get harassed by Hassan's fans.
I love Hunger, but
Why are we making Anthony Pantano see this?
I don't know. Did you happen to see everybody laughing on a fucking comedy podcast?
Yeah, because they're on a show and they don't want to bring the vibes down. What the fuck? They don't want to be seen as the loser that like doesn't laugh at that. Huh? When you're like on a show and you're doing a skit, the other people there are entertainers. They're trying to make the segment better than it actually is. That's just like what a good guest on a show does. That doesn't change the fact that like also people can be uncomfortably laughing.
Ask you moron. And what is
Somebody said Brittany posted motherfucking horse porn. Don't act like she's above this. Wait, what?
She posted what porn? I didn't know that.
Hold on.
Hold on. If I'm posting like gross out stuff, what is your content? ASMR? Because we're all falling asleep here, lady.
Yo, got her.
Except ASMR, except really annoying sounds.
Right? Why is this being forced? This is not comfortable content. This is not, they're not really consenting to this a lot of the time. I feel like there's definitely like a element of feeling like a coercion because of the interview space.
Oh my God.
And the crew.
Seriously, you need to fucking grow up. Life. Yeah, stop.
That's what I feel like watching this video. Holy shit.
Dude, what the hell?
Crew will often push back on this as well. There's also the event, and this leans into the next thing too, which some people refer to as Bottomgate, where linking to this prolapse thing too, people have really felt that Ethan Klein was...
Bottomgate was before the prolapse, wasn't it?
Long before.
Yeah. We dealt with that. We've been over that. We learned from it. We've grown. We're an ally.
Rich is our dog now.
Was it about Rich?
Well, he was like one of the people that called out.
Yeah.
And now Rich just posted the H3 defense video a couple weeks ago.
Look
at how far we've come.
I was very grateful. Rich,
me.
I saw that video. I was very grateful. I thought it was very nice. And actually, I want to show it.
It's, after this, it's the next section.
Dan's the queen. Tired of Dan. I can't stand Dan. All right, relax, you lame hoes. My life's a reality.
These people want to just focus on like, he did this one thing.
Sorry, I forgot to put this back on 1.25x speed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad for sure. Bumlane, thank you for the tier 1. I try to read everything. Grizzly, thank you for the prime. Wall of Static, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you guys.
7 years ago, that was super offensive, and then not talk about like he's done this and he's come a long way, and you know we've you know he's an ally now, and he, you know this and that, and I talked nice about a gay person once, like she did with the Jews. I vouched for a gay person one time in like 2019.
It's giving church lady. It's given Reverend Lovejoy's wife. You know what I mean? And it actually is interesting. Claiming that I'm socially conservative, because these people, like, it really is starting to feel like the people, you know, in the 90s, it was conservative. It was Tipper Gore's and like conservative moms that were like policing jokes and everything.
I like that Ethan says it's this one thing so many times. It's your mug smashing argument illustrated. Yeah, 100%. It's like how many passes do you get before you decide, actually, I just can't anymore. I can't.
And you're doing the exact same thing, man.
It's crazy, right? It's happening now from the far left, policing jokes.
It's just.
But the weird thing is, like, people listen. They believe it for something. Like, they don't think about how stupid it is. They just they believe it. It's very weird.
Well, it's retroactive too, because again, it's like all of these things that she's naming, she watched and was a fan of throughout all of it, and now
she's
kind of like rewriting history.
She's intentionally being unclear about it because that's such an obvious refutation of her moral high ground, you know?
Yeah.
So she's like, I guess I know about all the characters, and I guess I remember all the lore, but I don't remember. Yeah, you remember. You're watching right now.
How do I say this? Inappropriately pushing homosexual men as inappropriate, maybe? Not inappropriate, like he doesn't believe in it, but it was like a joke, kind of, you know?
Wow, sounds terrible. Listen, I agree it was offensive, but the way she described it doesn't even sound bad.
Like what?
She just described it so stupidly. He was offensive to gay guys, I think, one time.
And then there was this whole conversation, and I never watched this episode because I think they started it, and I got so cringed out that I just stopped watching. And this was something that I noticed was common with what.
Again, that's part of like I've never liked him. I've always cringed at his show.
Watching H3. A lot of people go, yeah, I couldn't finish the episode. It was like too cringe. I'm like, well, then why are we watching it, Queen? Because
good question. Go somewhere else. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, girl, let's look at the stats. I mean, we have 37,000 people watching right now. I don't fucking care if you think it's cringe and you go watch a different show. It's fine. We'll be fine.
It reminds me of that one post on the Snark after our live show of the girl wearing our merch and saying that she became a snarker during the show, midway through the show. She was
right.
And she was so proud. I was like, this is fucking insane.
It is. It is insane. Yeah.
Majority report. Thank you guys for the raid. I'm so sorry you guys are raiding into this content, dude. Oh my god. Oh, hi, Mayor Cat. Are you here to provide some relief?
Oh, my mommy caught me watching the DenimsTTV Twitch channel without permission. She took all my Legos and put a lock on the router. No more chicken nuggies for me. Back to registering for unemployment by mail.
Ma. He's having a good time. He's having a good time. He's having a great time. He's having a crazy good time. Denim eats cat live on stream. Steak logo in corner.
But thanks for supporting.
Appreciate the financial support.
A lot of other people, you know, I don't cringe out of their content.
Then watch
halfway through ever.
theirs.
If I do, I kind of
This is a self-own. If you like other content, watch that. Why the fuck are you sitting and watching content you don't like? Jesus
Not
Christ.
a problem.
Holy shit.
or watch them again. So what's happening with this? You know, I've never watched like a ContraPoints video, been like so icked that I need to leave, or I've never watched like a.
What the fuck is your point? Good for ContraPoints. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's great.
Like a Smokey Glow video, or a Megan Ann video, or an Adam McIntyre video, or even like a Foodie Beauty.
Are any of those people even doing comedy? Like, are they even in the same genre? Listen, lady, I'm pushing the envelope every day.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm walking the line.
Pushing the envelope with brave content, like showing people prolapsed assholes. This is really, yeah, you're really pushing the envelope there on comedy. Listen, lady.
Between PC and on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I'm pushing the envelope. I'm grossing you out. Yeah, and I'm tickling your fancy and I'm making you laugh. That's part of what makes a great comedian. And I will tell you this. I am the last line of defense against people like
you.
That's
my
That's why she's so mad.
Pro World reaction channel video, or where I've just been so icked that I need to like bounce.
Calling yourself a comedian when you do YouTube is crazy. That's like, that's crazy, dude. That's insane. I'm sorry, person who makes YouTube content is not comparable to someone who has to get on a stage in front of a bunch of people and successfully retell pre-planned jokes
Watching
and
Ethan's
get a
videos
laugh.
now makes me think of, sir, this is a Wendy's.
It's like you saying you work in construction when you play Minecraft.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So what happened to
Love that, Zach. I don't know why it's good. Why
It's like if I claim to be a newscaster. It's like if I claim to be a journalist. Like, no, I'm just a lady who says stuff online, dude. I just watch videos and I talk about stuff that's happening and I make fun of stuff and that's what I do. I am not a journalist. I am not a newscaster. I am none of those things. I'm a fashion designer. Plays dress to impress.
What happens when she leaves? That's her leaving. That's so her leaving.
That's good. That's good.
That's funny.
essentially was they were talking about like tops and bottoms.
That's what
Looney Tunes ass
we are
sound
really
effects.
Hey, who's on first? Answer me that.
And that whole concept, and then the chat was pushing back, being like, hey, like this is starting to sound kind of homophobic or whatever. Dan starts yelling at them, Ethan starts yelling at them, and everybody is really like annoyed about
hold on. Maybe I just connected to the dots. I think, is this the social, huh?
Yes.
Well, I was kind of, and that's why people got mad at me. But I was getting more just frustrated with the amount of whining that was going on, not necessarily the
I think it got
intent of the message.
To be fair to you.
Huh?
I think to be fair to you, it got worse as time went on. I got dumber and dumber.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's been tough. It's been tough.
Yeah, we're still We're still working on that. I'm working on defending a gay man at least once an
episode.
Once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah,
That's not nearly enough. You're phobic, dude.
Got to start somewhere.
You're hella phobic.
This combativeness where people were just trying to kind of push you in a right direction. So that icked out a lot of people. And I saw that on the Snark Reddit too when there was the post of like, why did you stop watching the show? A lot of people brought up that.
Good.
There was
Leave. Oh my God, that was so long ago. Like, move on. Holy shit.
also,
Yeah, what?
this
That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
All this stuff is like ancient history.
Okay.
huge one. I'll get to what my end was this segment where they were talking about Cutie Cinderella, who is a streamer on Twitch.
Don't hit me with the fucking chestnuts again. Go play it, Zach, while she's talking. I can't do this. Hit her with it.
Where someone made AI pornography of her, essentially a deepfake video.
I like how she brings up a very good point, and he's immediately like, stop. You're bringing up good points. No. Stop. Ugh. This is horrible. I don't know how I used to watch H3. It's so painful. It's brutal, dude.
And
she's acting like I made the AI porn.
She's crying. I also never saw this episode, thank God. I feel
So
like
then why are you talking about it? You haven't seen it.
Lost it back then, but I mean, I guess not thank God because I ended up watching for quite a while longer.
Why?
No. Keep it going. Oh, no? Should I button?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, you don't have to button anything.
You don't have to
We
play
should
it.
watch the clip unedited.
Okay. All right. That's true.
Yeah, because it has the chestnuts in it. That's the whole point.
Oh, good point. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why? What is going on with you?
Sorry, don't mind me. I had an idea. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm a comedian. You know, I'm out here. I'm in different lanes, man. I'm just swerving and jiving. We got to try different things. We got to take risks, right, Zach?
This one did not pay off.
No, they don't always pay off. That's the
you know, and
But the good thing, Dan, is that even when they don't pay off, it's still an opportunity to learn.
That's true. That's
Beautiful.
True. Wow.
Thank you.
Now that's what we call nuance.
Thank you, sir.
If you were able to look at women who are not selling themselves or benefiting off of being seen sexually,
I wanted to disappear.
you're a monster, dude.
You guys are crazy.
Why did you do that? Zach, what the bro?
Thank you, AB.
I got so much shit for that too, but I was laughing because you were blaming Zach.
Yeah, there was a lot
I
of
couldn't
funny.
believe what was going on. I was just like,
I was in shock.
I was
was
Sam on the inside. This is how I really felt.
There was a lot of funny things going on that weren't laughing at her that I was thinking about, like blaming it on Zach.
Yeah.
Just fucking listening to Anouk singing. I don't know. It was still a fresh meme.
Right. We had just discovered the chestnuts thing.
Yeah.
We were still experimenting with the boundaries. And like you said, it was...
I have a history of laughing in situations like this. So I'm thinking about all this. Whatever. It's fine. Everyone's fine. Also...
So it's fine. Everyone's fine. Okay.
Well, hold on. Listen.
Okay. Duh.
Just not being aware of like the severity of this like event, I guess, and cognitive dissonance as well that I'm not proud of. I think.
I don't think she knows what that means.
I think it was just a lot of it for me too.
She said cognitive dissonance of that thing. What was the cognitive?
Say that she's
I think
not proud of?
she
I'm
kept
confused.
watching the show, so she's saying that she was utilizing cognitive dissonance because she was separating from that moment, I guess.
But she said she didn't even watch that episode.
Right, but she knew it happened. I guess.
She's not
And
making
she
any
said
sense.
She kept watching.
She can't admit that she watched it. She's probably laughing. She's probably laughing along.
I don't know.
I don't know. She,
Let's not go that
she
far.
was yucking it up probably.
Nipping at your nose.
Why is this so weird? What is this?
The Rock one.
Oh God,
it's The Rock.
He's creepy.
He made an apology video about his response to this, and now he's doubling down on his response. Excellent. Good stuff here.
Don't like him. Don't like him.
Was I didn't have anyone to help me with research at the time. Now Nor helps me.
You have help with research? Holy shit. Who'd you say, Nor?
Lebanese name. Okay, but it is an Arab name.
Shout out. I think she said Nora.
Well,
I don't vouch for her then.
Nora's nowhere to be found on the research. Oh, hey, come on now. We get it, huh?
Right. I didn't have anybody to help me, but the show had brought into these different episodes that gave me an idea of like research. So for example, like I would not use the H3 videos
You
as
are
research
such
because there's
a
a lot of
bad. You
inaccurate.
cannot.
She's a communicator,
You cannot be a
Dan.
teacher. You cannot be a teacher.
She's a communicator.
You cannot form a sentence.
It's because she's scared.
Think about what you're saying a little bit.
She's scared. That's why. She's petrified.
Do you need to rewatch the disclaimer?
Yeah, did you not watch the 20-minute disclaimer, Dan?
Oh my God.
Were your eyes closed or something? It's just a conversation. And it's nuanced too.
But let's say, for example, like they were talking about for like Colleen Ballinger or whatever, they would get exclusive interviews that I was not able to get ever.
What?
They would get a lot of exclusive things that I
Talking
was
about
not able
us.
to access.
Is she trying to justify why she's watching the show still? I think she is.
I think that's where she's going with this.
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So she was not watching because it was fun. She was watching for research.
She had to.
She had to.
Poor girl.
We had exclusive access.
Yeah.
Oh my
I had to
God.
watch it, you guys. I know it's a crime. It's like it's a crime against humanity to have watched the H3 podcast.
They would be able to pay for things I couldn't access. So I would watch them as like a basis of like where to find these things and then kind of expand from
Oh
there
my
pretty
God,
often. So
you are such a phony.
that was sort of what I was even telling myself at the time. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then I obviously got to my final straw later that year. But
Tell me what it was.
Issue was QT Cinderella was talking about how she felt violated.
All right. We know.
It's serious.
I'm running out of time
Right.
here.
Please just stop pausing. Please just let her finish one sentence.
So
But,
I
like,
think
this
Dan
is
hit
like-
it right on the head. She's not making this video to expose us. She's defending herself. This whole video.
So true.
It's like, I was never an H3 fan. I would never do such thing. Oh my God, it's so apparent now.
Yeah, I really want to see her initial video.
right.
I want to see her initial video with the comment.
That is the most two-head thing I've ever heard in my life. She's making a video to defend that she's never been an H3 fan. What the fuck?
I'm so curious who was
They
bullying
must
her.
have been defending me. It had to be.
Or
And
not
now-
going in on you enough.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it could be that
something
too.
I think
that.
they're mad at her for being a H3 fan.
Yes.
Being too nuanced.
Having Teddy Fresh, all this shit. Wow, that's scary.
Even though all of them did too, and even though they stopped watching 4 years ago, but they watch every episode. And,
Right,
It's just
I mean, this like collective like hysteria about this show and about me in particular is so fucking insane. These people have no idea what they're talking about. It's literally collective hysteria. These people, they've lost their mind.
Yeah.
She has lost her mind. She's acting like I'm Nick Fuentes doing like a white national
He literally skips all the parts where she brings up her points.
show or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly who I am. You've been watching the show. You see my controversies. You see my high points. You see me deal with the controversies and all this shit. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into, okay? And it's good, and it's normal. It's not. This is not a fucking crazy show, okay? Say offensive things sometimes, but like, that's part of my brand of comedy, and it always has been. Always. I have never changed from that.
What that video is and what it looks like, right? So it's like very silly, obviously.
Okay.
So then
I'm sorry, girl. You think it was only silly? Is she really trying to reduce
Did she
Cutie
just
Cinderella's suffering?
minimize that?
Only silly?
No.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that was devastating. It
Mika,
wasn't silly.
that's disgusting.
I'm looking at it right now like Sam was looking.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
they sort of apologized for it.
Sort of. You're such a dude. I got a perfect 10 out of 10. That was my 10 out of 10 apology from Psychology in Seattle. How dare you say I didn't apologize?
It's true.
That was the whole great achievement that came out.
You then.
DJI Tanner, thank you for the 27 months. Thanks. This is so funny, dude. H3 is pursuing legal action against Reddit group H3 Snark. Let me see. Here's an email. Below you will find a copy of the DMCA notice we received processed regarding this content. If you'd like to resolve your copyright strikes and have the content reinstated, you have a few options. You can submit a counter notice, or you can contact the reporter directly to request that they withdraw their claim of copyright infringement. If you notify Reddit they are withdrawing their claim, we may reinstate the content and remove the strike. Otherwise, your copyright strike will remain, and the removed content will remain inaccessible. Let me see. I'm just... Let me read it with you guys. Hold up. Man, how the mighty have fallen, dude. Jesus. Don't the things on the subreddit count as fair use? Well, I'm not sure if they count as fair use, but what I will say is that it is very funny that he is doing this in the first place. Like champion of the marketplace of ideas, just sitting here being like, stop posting clips about me. Stop doing that. No. I'm a licensed attorney and authority agent of the copyright owner, TED Entertainment. This takedown notice concerns the Reddit post entitled, LB says that far leftists hate Israel because Israel is backed by the West, and this can lead to anti-Semitism. Ethan agrees and then says freedom of religion, press, and to control what happens in your own workspace. It would be under state control in communism. Infringing post contains a clip from my client's copyrighted video entitled, I Haven't Been Well, H3 show number 85. Oh, God. As a copyright attorney, I examined the infringing post and the infringing clip together in their entirety. I've determined that the use of the infringing clip in the infringing post is not fair use. Below is a summary of some, but not all of the key takeaways from my analysis. And it describes why it's not fair use. But I have to say, like, man, it's kind of like, I think it's always a little pathetic to go around DMCAing people. Unless someone is like explicitly without your consent re-uploading your content, in which case I think that that's a very fair and valid DMCA. I always think that DMCAing content, or like DMCAing content that's like if a streamer had like a nip slip or something and people are posting it. Yeah, I get DMCAing that. Yeah, I get that. I understand. But like it's a clip of you saying something that is not clip chimped at all. At all. It's just the full clip of you saying something and then DMCAing that. Like, you don't even stand by what you say is crazy, dude. That's so wild. That's so insane. FYI, short clips on Reddit are transformative because its purpose is discussion. Damn. I don't know. I don't know enough about fair use. I would only trust like actual lawyers who are very versed in fair use to be able to determine whether or not clips on Reddit would be considered fair use or not. I think it's like I feel like it's a toss up on whether or not, unless there's precedent on DMCAing things on Reddit.
Sad and disappointing. I hope Ethan gets the help he desperately needs.
Like I said, I understand like DMCAing people. Like if you make content on YouTube or on TikTok or on whatever, and you're telling people, please do not re-upload my content, and they do it anyways, and they're profiting off of it. Like you upload a video and then they re-upload your exact video with no change, and they just make more money because they have a larger content channel that just steals content. Yeah, you should DMCA that account. Yeah, 100%. That makes sense to me. Someone's like fucking posting NSFW or something that you don't want pushed. Yeah, okay. But like now we're just DMCAing people that are posting unedited clips to Reddit. Like, Jesus. Oh my God, dude. This is so sad.
Out of that, like, yes, I got mega canceled for it and lost fans and advertisers and stuff, but
I used to work on DMCA takedowns for Google. Short clips are a gray area, but if something contains like a nip slip, it no longer is a DMCA issue, becomes user policy issue. Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying that if you want to get the content taken down as quickly as possible, it would make sense to DMCA that. Like if Pokey had a nip slip, I would totally understand her going on every channel and DMCAing every single channel that would re-upload it just to get it taken down as quickly as possible. Obviously, you also want to report it for TOS and you want to report it to like whatever the equivalent of like trust and safety team is, but that might take time. So it might be easier again to just like DMCA, because DMCAs are basically instant and they get the content down very quickly. Joel, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Obi, thank you so much for the Prime. That's good to know. Yeah. I do think that the DMCA team is the fastest turnaround time. Yes. It's the fastest way to get content taken down, which is why people use it. It's faster to flag it, which hits trust and safety, former YouTube employee. That makes sense. Yeah, There was literally a Twitter account posting clips of Pokey and Ray saying that the things on that account would then say they were wanting to go into porn. Yeah. Which is why, like, I'm pretty sure they started DMCA takedowning those people. And they also, Valkyrie was like threatening to sue them, which was based as fuck.
But I did get a 10 out of 10 apology, and that's something that I will cherish forever. The advertisers, they'll come back. Or no, that doesn't help. They might be gone, but the 10 out of 10 stays forever.
Right.
Yeah.
It was very
I doubt I'm going to be getting a 10 out of 10 apology from her after this.
weak, and people were really not happy.
No, these people
give her a chance.
These people, her and Aubrey both, will never apologize, because if they do, they'll be eaten alive by this hysterical mob.
With it, and it actually became a meme that, like, it shifted into Ethan Klein kind of almost separating responsibility to a certain degree by claiming that what happens is he just gets into this like uncontrolled state. He refers to as goblin mode.
I do not call myself goblin mode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did.
Do I go? I'm in goblin mode, guys.
If I'm remembering,
It's happening again.
No, that's
Are you watching this sped up? Yeah, we're watching this sped up because I don't know how much torture I can deal with, and I have to watch it sped up, or I will jump into a vat of lava. Apologize for what?
remembering correctly, you in your apology talked about how you have Tourette's, and you
Okay.
pulled up different symptoms, and some of them were like impulsiveness, and
Yeah.
you were questioning, like, is it possible that this is why?
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think it was that. Like, I'm in goblin mode. I think it was a thought.
That sounds ableist.
thoughtful.
Goblin mode? Is that what you're calling Tourette's now? Shame on you. Absolutely shame on you.
I vouch for the goblins.
Yeah, what's wrong with
I vouch for
goblins?
their existence for sure. I mean, I've worked here long enough. Sometimes, Ethan, I think there is something to that.
But I'm not
you
like
lose control a little bit.
Fine, but that's not like, oh, here it is. He took the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde potion. He's turning into the goblin.
Yeah,
no,
it was a
not like that.
serious conversation about what is goblin mode. You know?
Yeah.
That's actually what happens every time we hit the button. Ethan's howling at the moon, and we hit the
I'm bursting out of my clothing.
Yeah, we go hit him with a shot real quick, and he's good.
Also was something where he said that if there's another Holocaust,
Okay, you cannot keep doing this Jew, grasping your straws at me making Jew jokes. Like, shut the fuck up. Stay in your own lane. Seriously, shut the fuck up. How dare you tell me what I can and can't say about Ben Shapiro's Jewishness? And that's a funny joke. I stand by it 100% to this day.
The funny joke in question about Ben Shapiro, by the way, is saying that he should have gotten gassed first. That was Ethan Klein's funny joke about Ben Shapiro. Excuse me. Thank you. He literally got banned for a week because of it. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't funny. Trust me, I hate Ben Shapiro, and I make jokes about Ben Shapiro all the time. I still think you must be allergic to bullshit for real, dude. I still think one of the funniest things you can say about Ben Shapiro is that he's 100 pounds soaking wet. Which is so funny. It's so funny. Oh, God. Not defending Ethan, but that's not the joke. I mean, here, I'll pull up the article for it. 1 second. Ben Shapiro. I used to write for H3. I'm just disappointed where the channel went. Damn. You left and it all got destroyed, dude. I'm Mexican. I don't say hurtful rhetoric about Mexicans because I'm not an asshole. I like how Ethan thinks that gives him a pass to say horrible things to people. I mean, you're totally right, Bumling. The only reason that you bring up the fact that you personally are from that particular culture or race or group or identity is to be able to critically talk about something from the perspective of someone with the lived experience from that group. So I'm critical of Islam, and I'm critical of a lot of the prominent beliefs in predominantly Muslim countries. And I use my experiences, my personal experiences, to be able to talk about this, to be able to say, hey, yeah, we need to do something about these issues, and it'd be really cool if we dedicated more resources to this. And no, this is not coming from a racist point of view. This is coming from someone who's experienced this stuff firsthand and seen what this is like and why I think that these things should be improved, which is very different from someone who like is not part of a community and is just shitting on the community. This is why I don't generally talk about, and I've said this before, but like I don't talk about homophobia in the Black community, which is something that a lot of people like to talk about, a lot of racists like to talk about. And the reason I don't talk about it is because I'm not part of that group. It feels weird to be like tone policing that group or to be like criticizing that group when in reality, like a lot of the US is very homophobic and a lot of the world is very homophobic. And actually, I can very easily criticize just people in general for being homophobic, like the Bible Belt, right? But I don't have the lived experience of being Black. I don't have the lived experience of being part of the Black community. I'm not going to comment on that shit. I might watch a video from a Black content creator talking about these issues and be like, oh, that's good to know. Yeah, this is a really interesting POV, or like, this is really interesting concept that I didn't think about. But I'm not going to fucking police that shit. That feels weird. In the same way that like, just because you're part of the Jewish community, it doesn't mean suddenly you have a pass to be anti-Semitic. What? What the hell? Anyways, Kang the Conqueror, thank you for the Prime. Snickle Toe, thank you for the Prime. Joel, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. Burner Phone, thank you so much for the 10 months. Thank you guys. The joke is that when the Nazis Ben makes content for start the Holocaust again, he'll still get got. If I'm not mistaken, even Hassan stood by the sentiment of that joke. I used to be H3 fan, but 10-7 genocide denial made me drop off. Sure, I'm saying that I think the joke can still be in bad taste. And I think if somebody else made this joke, I think if Hassan made this joke, I think Ethan Klein would be screaming about anti-Semitism. And he only defends it because it's him who said it, right? I also think, in my personal opinion, I would not make a joke like this. I personally, Ethan Klein barred from video sharing platform for a week after saying that if there's another genocide of Jews, he hopes that the conservative pundit gets gassed first or last. Also, the fact that he said he hopes that happens, that's in bad taste. Versus making a joke saying, dude, you know they would gas you first, right? That's different than saying, I hope this happens to you. One of those is saying that these people that you hold water for don't like you. And the other one is saying, actually, I don't like you because you hold water for these people. And I hope bad things happen to you. Joe, thank you for the gift to Ocelot. Thank you. Weasley Little Liar, thank you for the Prime. Okami, thank you for the Prime. It's a small difference, but like, I think it's saying you hope this happens and saying these people, like these conservative pundits would immediately hate you and they would genocide you if they could. Those feel like, that feels like an important distinction, I think. I think it is. It's a small but stark difference. Joel, thank you so much for the gift of Tank Spacer. Thanks. What does this mean? Yeah, but you're doing exactly what Ethan Klein is doing. What do you mean? What does that mean? Hi, Dre.
And it was not only was it funny, it was extraordinarily on the nose. I was talking about his support for Candace Owen, who, by the way, now he has had an insane.
Sorry. Because it was valid back then to make that comment then? No, it wasn't. I just explained why it wasn't valid to make that comment back then and why it isn't valid to make it now. He got banned for a week for it, dude. I don't know why you're defending that. Like, that's crazy. That's insane that you would defend that.
Falling out of, and she is like basically like pro killing Jews.
And like low-key kind of anti-Semitic, and low-key you might get banned.
Janice, like she is a psychotic Nazi.
She is extremely anti-Semitic.
So I was right.
So, and you were right.
And I was funny.
Never should have associated. And yeah, I did think it was funny too.
And so just like always, I'm right and funny.
Well, let's add some nuance, Ethan.
True. This is a nuance conversation.
I will say, when it comes to that joke, because some of my cousins are like Ben Shapiro fans, And like they always talk about us being softy lefties. I'm like, oh, you know what Ethan said? And they're always so shocked because they think we're all just like very sensitive.
They don't,
like,
they don't
watch
listen to the show if they think,
huh?
yeah.
You know how hard it is to try to be like I hate to call myself edgy, but like I take risks, right? I'm not always like towing the line. Yeah, but you know how hard it is to take risks telling jokes like that, and also like having a left.
Oh, his life is so hard. It's so tough being Ethan Klein and taking big risks, like making jokes about Jewish people as a Jewish person. Oh man, big risks here. Oh.
Community. It's hard.
I'm so sorry for you, man.
But I have
Also,
that.
Joel, thank you so much for the gifts of to Phil, Boneless, and Tank Spacer and Gem Villain. Thank you.
But I have that talent.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. And I remember that situation where Dan was getting shit during the controversy we were just talking about, Bottomgate, whatever. Truly, as someone who, like, I learned so much from you guys when I moved out here, from Dan, Ethan, all you guys. Sorry, that's the right-wing guy in back. But seeing how Dan was getting so much backlash made me, like, really, like, lose some faith in the, in the left. I'm like, dude, if they're mad at Dan, there's no, like, there's nothing I could do. I cannot.
How much more of this is there? There's 45 minutes left. I don't know how much I have in. He's still going slow. Blackhawk, thank you for the prime. Homie thinks life is actually a COD lobby. Capitalist defender Ethan Klein
If
calls
Ethan
himself
had
a
made a reference to
leftist.
the Association of German National Jews and Ben Shapiro, there's a valid critique to make because that was a real group in Weimar Germany that supported the Nazis only to end up in concentration camps with everyone else.
That would actually be a very good critique and actually probably a funny joke. I haven't watched him since like August. Stark contrast to the last show I watched to now is insane.
Sup?
Crazy how much bullying the crew engages in now. Yeah, I think it's like, I think part of it is just like, again, sunk cost fallacy. It's also not that hard to be funny and a leftist. It really is not. Okay. I really don't feel like it's that hard. Low Quad, thank you for the 22 months. Redo, thank you for the prime. I'm having fun, please. Rev Nada, you're sick. You know how scary it is to say the F slur and have thousands of people tell me, hey, that was really cool. Do you? It's a fucking nightmare. I'm a hero, damn it. Oh. Joel, thank you so much for the gifts of again. Thank you. Loqua. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you for the 22 months and redo. I think I already said thank you, but just in case, thank you for the prime. Oh my god. Okay, let's see how much more we can deal with before my brain starts fucking failing.
Live up to be perfect enough.
I deserve some of the heat that I got from that. I will say, and I did apologize. I think the way that that I reacted to my frustration with the chat came across that I was getting frustrated because they were sticking up for gay people. And in retrospect, looking back on it, I was able to see how it was interpreted that way. And I apologize. I gave a sincere apology, and I don't stand by it. Mm-hmm. But that said, the people were being a bit much.
Yeah, I'm talking about even
they were being a bit
your
much.
apology, even in clarifying, taking
Yeah, I mean,
whatever it was.
if people don't want to forgive me, that's fine, I suppose.
What if they want to make video essays about you, like?
No reading of the character. I can't read hiragana. I'm sorry, Joel. 3.5 hours of Ethan frying your brain. I'm sorry, it's terminal. Yeah, I feel like every time Denim resumes the video, I'm being waterboarded with stupidity. And when she pauses, I get a breather. Yeah. Where you can be funny without being a dick to minorities. It was a sincere apology, but no, dude, not the butt, dude.
7 years later.
That might annoy me.
And call you socially conservative.
That might annoy me a little bit.
Also, it's so stupid, too. I don't understand why people give a fuck about being called a conservative or a communist or whatever. Like, you should just stand by principles that you feel like you can defend. And who gives a fuck what people call you? Like, I've been called a liberal many times. I've also been called a communist many times. I've been called a Marxist many times. I've been called racist. I've been called transphobic. Racist for not liking Sabra helmets. Transphobic for saying, I think if you have a genital preference, I mean, like, I think it's fine. I think as long as it's not rooted in some other thing that is transphobic, I think it's fine. That's a perspective that I have come to after speaking to a lot of trans people about just in general sexuality. It doesn't matter what people call you. You should just stand by the principles that you believe in and that you can defend. You've been accused of being high nearly every stream. Yeah. Have you ever been called a race trader? Yes. Yes. I've also been called a race trader.
D&M
Yes.
Dankies, you ain't done nothing if you ain't been called a red D&M Dankies.
Wait, you aren't high? No, guys, I go nonverbal when I'm high. I promise you. Guys, I am the biggest defender of people getting high at their jobs. I am like, I want more people that have to deal with minimum wage jobs to be high. I went to Taco Bell the other day, and the guy that served me, the guy that gave me my drive-thru order, he was definitely high. And I was like, based. I was like, dude, I'm not going to say anything, but I know you're high as shit. And actually, I think it's based as fuck. You know what? Be baked. And you want to know what? He gave me 1 billion fire sauce packets. You want to know why? Because he was baked, okay? All right. Unless you are working a job that would threaten the lives of other people. I'm high at work right now. Yes, based. Fucking based. You just want my follow. I love you. Listen, I'm sure many people have had this experience, by the way. You ever walk into a dispensary and like the person who's helping you is definitely high? I assume that there's a lot of dispensaries that just don't care that their workers get high. And they've never gotten my stuff wrong. They've always checked me out successfully. They've always given me the right change. Like, and honestly, can you even really trust a dispensary if none of the workers are high? Like, I want to be served by someone who's like, yeah, I'm on that right now, and I'm telling you, it's very good. Like, that's what I would want if I went to a dispensary, okay? What the fuck? Would you want to go to a bar where the bartender doesn't drink? You want to be made drinks by someone who doesn't drink at all, ever? That sounds like shit, dude. That sounds horrible. So with that in mind, okay, with all of that in mind, unless you're like a doctor or like a surgeon or like a forklift operator, okay, unless you're forklift certified, unless you're working a job where you can actually severely harm people, fucking, I don't give a shit if the person who folds the jeans at Macy's is high. I don't care. They're all gonna get fucked up by the end of the day anyways. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Why does that matter, dude? Preach? Yeah. I forgot why I went on this tire. Oh, yeah. Trust me, if I could get high at my job, Omega Lol, if I could get high during stream time, I would do it. But I can't because I just go nonverbal. I just go nonverbal. So just know that whenever I'm streaming, I am sadly sober. I have to fucking watch this shit sober, dude. Oh, God. Nonverbal takes off running. Yeah. All right. Back to video. Let's get as much of it as we can. Okay. Ugh.
That Ben Shapiro should go first.
And you disagree?
Yeah, stoners in chat. Hit the weed pen twice. Eat 2 edibles. Smoke 2 joints. 1 for me and 1 for you. Alcoholics in chat. Crack open another beer for me. All right. Do 1 more for me.
Well, what does it matter what order? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? We all end up in the same place.
That's what Ethan Klein said.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I stand on that shit. That's what Ethan Klein, a Jewish man, said about another Jewish man who was fucking... You want to have a nuanced conversation? Like, shut the hell up, dude. The fact that, you know, conservatives were originally the ones that were outraged by that and getting me canceled. It's amazing to see now leftists like her clutching their pearls about my terrible comment about Ben Shapiro to prove that I'm anti-Semitic. Like, you guys, shoehorn theory as fuck. Jesus Christ.
That's not what you were going for.
Shoehorse theory.
No, try again.
Horseshoe theory.
There it is. Third time's the charm.
Nice.
There you go. You can go. Speaking of Nick Fuentes, you could probably go dab him up and share. You guys agree on this one, probably.
Disavow this as a concept, obviously. So
She just defended a Jew. She just defended a Jewish
She
man.
vouched.
She vouched, yeah.
She hit her quota for the week.
that was another event that he considered, that goblin mode thing.
Ugh.
So they ended up getting this like broadcasting button where Ethan could push it and it would cut the last 15 seconds, similar to like a censor button on live television. So instead of really addressing, I found the Cutie Cinderella stuff, he kind of boiled it down to this like goblin mode, right?
She is such a fucking
That's not
pathetic
what
liar.
happened.
Literally 10 out of 10. Go back. That's the only one on record. Like, how dare you lie about that?
Then crew members started leaving
Ugh.
in the last year. First, Cameron Grants.
Hold on. Chronologically, there was a huge gap between
This has all been all over the place.
Cutie Cinderella thing and Cam leaving. That was like years apart, wasn't it?
Probably about a year.
Yeah.
Roughly, maybe a little over.
Yeah.
And then Sam. Cameron said that he received another job. He received a job offer closer to where he's from, Massachusetts, and he was moving back. And he also just really, really hated living in California. Now,
Clearly,
obviously,
he's
you
lying.
can receive, when you're a public-facing figure as well,
Clearly,
like
he
Cameron
hated
was
Ethan.
on the show, you can receive job offers like just randomly, right? Like via email, via whatever. I just wonder.
What?
I feel like he was applying for jobs to get that offer.
If
This
only
is
you knew how
something
fucking wrong you are.
and not true.
If only you knew just how fucking wrong you are.
Yeah, it's
What pathetic,
that's all that needs to be said. You're wrong. You're very wrong.
Also, we'll probably.
Also, you probably talked about this already, but I hope you're in a safe place with the fires. Yes, for anyone who is concerned, I have been very lucky. I haven't had to evacuate or anything. But the air quality is really bad outside. I usually wake up in the morning and I feed some of the stray cats in the neighborhood. And I went out and I smelled smoke and I was like, ooh, we're not going to go outside today. Today, we're not going to go outside, actually. Like, I put the food out and then I decided I wouldn't go out for the rest of the day. Yeah. Luckily, I have a very good air filter. And for anyone who does, it smelled like a bonfire last night. It smelled like a bonfire today. But for anyone who lives in LA or in any place in California or otherwise that deals with wildfires, please invest in a good air filter. Please invest in a good air filter. It's super worth it. It is super, super worth it to have a good air filter. To have a good air purifier. Don't buy some like garbage shit that probably doesn't work off of like Temu or whatever. Just invest in a good one that will last you for a long time. I like the Blue Air brand. I'm not sponsored or anything. That's the one that I found that actually works really well. So highly, highly recommend getting one of those. You can make a cheap one just by putting a good air filter on the back of a box fan. Yeah, I know that there are easy ways also to make one, but if you don't want to do that and you want to get one with a warranty, I like the Blue Air ones. I'm sure there are other good ones, but yeah. Also, if places are sold out, you can make an incredible air filter, which is a box fan and 4 furnace filters. Yes. But highly recommend. And if you can, probably they're not in stock right now, but if you can, I'd also suggest getting like a respirator. You know the respirators that you're supposed to wear if you're like spray painting something, or if you're like sanding I don't know, sanding plastic or sanding wood or anything. I forget which respirator I have, but it's like these ones, which I use in the occasional instance in the occasional times where I am spray painting or sanding something. This is what I use. But if you do have to leave your house, highly recommend, if you are in like unfortunate position that you have to leave your house and you currently live in LA, please just get one of these. Please get one of these. It's not worth the damage to your lungs. Especially if you're in like a like high concern zone. They also have different filters for different uses. They're not all the same. Yes. But anyways. Unrelated, if you haven't contacted a TNR program about stray cats, I would strongly recommend you do. No, I am in contact with a TNR program. I actually have TNR'd 2 cats because they were causing problems. And so, yes, we do be trapping, neutering, and releasing. So, plus two cats that are not contributing to way too many cats. So, yeah. Some cats be wildin'. No, yeah, that's why I did it. I'm not going to lie. I did it for slightly selfish reasons. Okay? I did trap, neuter, and release those cats for selfish reasons. They were causing a lot of cat fights in the neighborhood. And the cats didn't want to like show up outside my window anymore. So my home cats, my indoor cats, started bothering me for attention and love because they lost their fucking television. So I had to TNR those cats. I stayed up till 3 a.m. to fucking catch these fuckers. Because my cats lost their cat TV. And I was like, dude, I gotta TNR you for the content, bro. Fuck. Your cats are iPad kids? Yeah. They have a lot of fucking energy for cats. And they want a lot of attention. And they want a lot of stimulation and entertainment and stuff. It's not cool. So I did, in fact, TNR those cats. A lot of the fighting stopped. So now cats are back to like my neighborhood. And they're back to like showing up at the windows and stuff. So my cats have TV again. Yes. TV. Yes, cat TV. What's TNR? Trap, neuter, release. You trap. TNR programs are generally programs that let you. They will do the procedure for free if you partner with them. And partnering with them is just like, it's just a matter of like documents. And just like using the right cage and whatever and scheduling appointments and whatever. How do you trap them? You use like a drop trap. So you put food and then you put like a trap and then you have to like pull the thing. That's like one way to trap them. And you pull the thing and then the trap closes on them. And then you move them to a different crate and then you take the crate there and they will neuter them or spay them.
What sad shit is going on in Ethan's life now?
Looney Tunes style, yeah. And they're like fine. They're totally fine. You just watch them for 24 hours, make sure that they aren't like licking their wound at all, which usually they're so stressed that they aren't doing it. And then you just let them go. And they're fine. But it's good because like it means the cats will stop fighting as much and then they won't have more kittens and stuff. And it's very good to do. It's a very, very good thing to do for cat colonies. So yes. And they also live longer if you do that as well. And the easiest way to know if a cat has been TNR'd is if their ear is tagged. So stray cats, the way that they, I guess, like mark them, which is, it doesn't hurt them from my understanding. They just take a little bit off of one of the cat ears. Which again, it's from my understanding, it's very humane and it doesn't impact them at all. It's just an easy way to like clip the ears so that when you see cats outside, you can easily find out which cats are neutered or spayed and which ones aren't. So we had to TNR a whole cat colony at the end of my street. It was insane. Yeah. It sounds like it hurts. From my understanding, it really doesn't hurt. Like, it hurts as much as like an ear piercing. And it's an easy way to be able to know immediately whether or not a cat needs to be trapped or not. Imagine being a cat and you get kidnapped and then they steal your balls. Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, my balls. Turbo Granny, no. Also, they clip the ear after the cat has been put under. Yeah, from my understanding, they do it with the rest of the surgery. So they're under anyways, so it's fine. But anyways, yeah, I did do that twice. It sucked because the other thing about stray cats is that a lot of like feral and stray cats tend to be nocturnal. So I had to stay up until 3 a.m., dude. I don't stay up anymore, okay? I just stay up like 3 a.m. to fucking wait for these cats to show up so I could trap them. Horrible. Terrible. I hated it. I literally set up fucking cameras. That's how serious it was. It was horrible, but okay, now that we got a good break from the fucking video, let's get back into it.
I'll be playing Marvel Rivals later with Cameron. We're still all in a group chat. Sure.
I am itching to get back on Thor, dude.
Is that really a fun game?
I have been surprised by how good it is.
Is it free to play?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
The skins aren't free though.
I don't like free to play games anymore.
In the Marvel universe.
I was surprised because it's free to play, and so I very much expected it to have, modern exploitative pay to win shit.
Let the waterboarding resume.
Not at all. In fact, with a lot of these games, they don't give you all of the characters, and you have to like either slowly unlock them by playing the game or pay money to unlock them.
Mm-hmm.
They give you everything. You get the whole game for free.
That is cool.
The only thing you pay for is the skins. That's it.
I really love that format. The Dota 2 kind of. I don't know if they're the ones that popularized it, but just cosmetics.
Just cosmetics. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So, and it's been a fun game.
There you go, Mika. If you want to play, we'll be getting together tonight.
Yep. Yeah. Hop on. Squad up.
The industry that he's in, you have to submit portfolios and stuff. That's just my tinfoil hat theory, though, in that regard.
Okay.
Then
some nuance.
Sam left. And the vibe of
then Sam, Sam left. There was a pretty big gap in time there too.
Yeah, it was 6-7 months later, something like that.
Cameron leaving versus the vibe of Sam leaving was very different.
Let me bully a small creator and then casually talk about Marvel Rivals. Yeah. Denims, why don't you do gaming streams? Okay, tentatively, we have a gaming stream set for tomorrow because tomorrow is the new Marvel Rivals patch. So. And let's just say I'll be playing her. And by her, I mean Sue Storm. Will I be buying the skin? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Cameron was very apologetic. He was very sad. Sam was sort of like moving on to better things because she began working for Cutie Cinderella.
The Chestnuts girl.
And in that Cutie Cinderella
full circle
clip of the Chestnuts thing, and maybe I'll have the image on screen or I'll play the clip or whatever, Sam is visibly extremely upset.
What rank did you finish at? D2. I couldn't get past D2. I played a bunch of games like in a last like resort to try and climb, but D2. I solo queued to D2, yeah, but we couldn't really get past that. It was tough. Not that many days left. I don't want to risk it. I want to stay where I am. But yeah. Also, isn't it crazy to be? Yeah, it's other people have said it. Isn't it crazy to be calling Cutie the Chestnuts girl? Is that not the most insane thing you've ever fucking heard in your life?
It's happening. It appears recently that Sam has moved across the country, presumably back to Georgia. So I don't know if she's still working.
It's all part of her master plan.
Also, like,
this is so weird.
You are so weird, Mika.
Go ahead, talk your shit, Olive.
Sorry, it's just like these are personal things about like my friends. Like hearing someone speculate on like people I know's lives is just it's kind of weird. But I understand because I do it.
I mean,
too.
we do it too. Yeah, to add some nuance.
Yes.
I'm sick of your nuance, Dan.
But yeah, just know. Listen, not everything is your business, and there is oftentimes more to stories than you.
Well, she goes.
You know what I mean? So.
Sam left the podcast, go work for Cutie Cinderella, and she also moved back home.
and also she broke up with Ian at the same time. So, but it was definitely because Ethan is a monster or something.
QT Cinderella, she might just be done with the whole California thing in general, especially because her and Ian broke up. So I think she just kind of wants to leave. But I wonder about that too. Then you get to the.
Was that maybe I'm responsible for them breaking up?
Yeah, maybe that's
Oh my god.
Probably
It's
my
not. It's so weird. It's like way too much. You know?
That's too much.
Also,
Video.
like her, like if you want to respond and say it's like, oh, they're punching down. You going after the crew is you punching down. Kind of technical.
Bro, I don't care about punching
I
down.
don't have 50,000 subscribers on YouTube.
If they mention me, I get to respond.
How did she make fun of them though? She's not punching down on the crewmates though.
Oh, I agree with that.
Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
But you're right. She's yeah. I see what you're
I'm
saying.
just saying that excuse will not work anymore because you're going after the crew. You're being weird, about all of us.
Listen,
It's weird.
I advertise this policy, and she knows this. That's why she's so angry because she's so scared because she knows me, and she knows my policy. You mention me, I'm not going to go out of my way and just be like, hey, look at this 50,000 subscriber channel. Isn't she the worst? That's not what I do.
Yeah.
However, if you mention me, I will respond to you. I don't give a fuck how many subs you have.
Also, how far into this video are we? Like, how many minutes?
Dude.
You're so brave, Ethan Klein. You are the bravest warrior God has ever seen. You're so brave. You're so brave, King.
27 minutes. I can't believe we're actually.
What is the?
Also, she broke up, didn't she? Didn't they say they ended their relationship? Why is Ethan outing who broke up? Yeah,
Listen,
I don't.
Sasan, best keep that PC safe.
It's also like she's not speculating. Nobody's speculating. You just decided to say that you think that it happened because of you, which is so weird. It's just, dude. You know what, guys? This is a good time to remember. Roak. This is a good time to remember that, like, life could be worse. You could be someone who tries to make everything about you all the time. You could be someone that is spending Christmas break or winter break hunched over editing a video about how much you hate Hassan or whatever, instead of spending time with your family. Like some freak. Like some terminally online freak. Just remember that, guys. Guys, I think that's enough for today.